Well, well, well. I think it's about time we got started. Waited long enough, made all my ads and stuff. Welcome on, everybody. This is Noble Crumpet. I'm a PNG variety streamer with a focus on tabletop games and Metroidvania video games. Come join me and my friends for our current Genesis game, which is starting today and should be recurring every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until we decide to switch systems. Let's get our allies in momentarily.
Yes, those are in combat.
Hey guys,
Hi.
I'm back. We're live.
Cool.
Hello.
We're learning.
We're learning.
We're just asking questions.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Dan, they should be in weapon qualities, I believe.
Yes. You go to weapon qualities. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. It's right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapon qualities in Genesis. But hopefully we won't need them right away.
I don't know.
Stab everybody.
By the way
the
everyone's
good side.
talking, no one's going to live besides me.
Are you all gonna kill each other or something?
No, it's more of like
Everyone's scared.
no one either has the right weapons or Jesus. I don't attack well. Okay.
I don't attack good. I don't attack good. I don't attack good.
Because no one
Okay,
picked a
well,
soldier.
time
picked a
to
soldier
not
archetype.
attack. I guess that'll influence how you guys handle certain situations.
Yeah. Sin
My job
hides.
is protect. My job is protect. I have
My job is Nick.
good. I don't have to worry about you. You can hide. Looks at everyone else.
All right. Well,
You
welcome
can't
on in,
kill me if
everybody.
I'm an event.
Make an event out of yourself. Take up space. What's the Miss Frizzle line? Make mistakes.
Make mistakes, take chances.
Take chances. That's it. All right. Well, I promise I'll have the Fuji Tech thing working for next time. But for now, I just have a Discord overlay to show who's talking. But let's reintroduce our characters because there's a few of them, and of course they're weird because this Genesis game, that's the system we're using, Genesis by Fantasy Flight. It's in the Twilight Imperium universe, which is a Fantasy Flight universe. And there's a bunch of kooky, stupid races and species in this world. Universe, I should say. So why don't we start with... Yeah, why don't we just go top to bottom in the voice chat again? That seems to work for an order that everybody can see.
Who's that?
That's
Am I
you.
the top?
Starts with you.
That's you, 236S. Okay, what am I supposed to say? Sorry. I was reading-
Just introduce your character.
Okay. I'm playing Commander Gervolt Rondus Arkrai. Playing the captain role. If anyone else want to take over, that's fine by me. It was being kind of presumptuous last session.
And you are a Letnev, one of the blue space elf Romulan types.
Very arrogant.
How about you, Art Gremlin?
Greetings. I am Frank Young. Please call me Shepherd. I will be the shepherd for this party. If you could not tell, I am a Titan.
Okay, that's our Titan. Allie playing a voice changer. The Titans are a race of sentient silicate-based life forms that can grow up to the size of space stations and planets.
How big
About-
is hers?
Well, hers is, as we learned, about 9 feet tall.
About 9 meter tall.
Yeah, about 9 meters.
Oh, we
27
converted it.
meters
It's
tall.
actually 27 meters tall. Wait, did we convert that? Shit, what is it now?
Guys.
It'd be 70.
Infinite growth.
Okay, Foodie.
Anyway, yes. Yeah. Speaking of alien races, I'm playing a very out there one. I'm playing Nali, a human wayfarer.
Fantastic. And what about Ladposh?
Hello. I am playing Sin Salwe. He is a Crus, which is basically a extra dimensional animated suit of armor.
Pretty much, yeah. Known for their warp technology. penultimately, Shane.
I am playing Zoldenrock on Quintilis Ol Orin. There's a meaning behind that name. Don't worry about it for now. He is a trail stalker, Shikrai, ex-Argent Flight member, specialty in long-range combat.
Fantastic. Bird person. And lastly, Thero.
Hello, I'm playing Yara Unlar. I am a SAR field researcher, and they are kind of like the nomadic, tech people. They don't got no real home. They go about the asteroids, and yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's get on in here. So, there's our intrepid crew that has not quite met each other, but they have heard some things about each other. Let's start somewhere. So I'm gonna have you guys kind of organically meet each other a little bit. So some of you might not be showing up until a little later, but it shouldn't be much later. And hopefully that'll be fine. I'll try and get you all together, or at least in the same room, within the first by 9.
2 to 3
hopefully.
sessions.
2 to 3 sessions. Yeah, that's the goal.
There we go.
All right. So, some of you, 2 of you, Zoldenrock and Shepard, you guys are flying in on the Solar Sovereign, which is a massive space carrier, and you're in a residential sort of part of it that's just carrying humanoids and living things that could easily perish and need to be protected, unlike cargo, except for your personal effects. You guys have been here for several days? Yeah, several days, en route from Primor, having just popped through the wormhole and are making your route directly to Arcturus. I will say, Zoldenrock, you spy Shepard on just in the sort of oh man, I can't word today, which is a bad thing to do.
Artemis.
Compartments, sure. So Zoldenrock, you spot Shepard, and that sort of catches your eye. Shepard is a Titan, which are highly unusual to see anywhere in the universe. But due to your innate knowledge of the forces that be in the universe, you have some prior knowledge of what Titans are and their importance in the universe.
I feel like Shepard would have a sticker on him that says like cargo.
Hi, my name is Shepard.
No, just like people are like, oh shit, you're really big. We don't know what to do with you. We're not gonna give you a seat.
Also,
And they just slap a sticker.
It also is probably cheaper than actually, getting a ticket.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
maybe
I'm
that's
unconcerned
why.
of the wages needed. I don't understand that.
Okay, so let's say that instead. We'll say that you were going to get your things in the cargo bay and noticed a living Titan just sitting there, inert and standing far more still than any normal living thing would. And it catches your eye. So if you'd like, you can interact with them, or you can ignore them for the rest of the flight.
Yeah, I'll just leave him there.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
weird. Anyway.
Oh no. Anyway.
And Lae'zel just stays in the cage the whole game.
Shepard
Hey,
would also
you-
notice you too.
Free me, Kachucky.
You there, Titan? Do you have a name?
Shepard.
Shepard.
We are not friends yet. I do not believe I am required to give you a full name. But it is a pleasure to meet you, whoever you are.
Well, if you ask, the name is Zoldenrock on Quintilis Ol Orin. But call me Zoldenrock for short.
For short.
It is a pleasure. You are a... What is your species?
A Shikrai. Primarily, we work with the Argent Flight, but I am going on a different path at the moment. Are you cargo?
I have been labeled with a sticker that is titled cargo, which makes clear and apparent is I.
You're cutting in and out a
You're
little.
Yeah,
malfunctioning. Hold on.
His eyes, like whenever like you're asking questions, is like turning yellow and is sort of like observing you and scanning you, like just wary of who you are. So just as a heads up. So we went from it's Horizon Zero Dawn, blue to yellow. Blue to yellow, red.
Oh god. Alright, so if you go red, then I'm gonna play a shock trap. Alright, we're heading to what, Arcturus right now?
You're heading to the planet Arcturus, which is surrounded by the space station Sumerian, where you presumably both are aware is under control of a enigmatic entity known as the Nomad.
So we're both like assuming we're going there to meet with them.
You're both going to the same place. I will have each of you then make a... Oh no, I need to familiarize myself with the non-D&D skills here.
I would not assume. Assuming is yeah.
Is yeah?
Bad.
And,
Oh, bad. I see. Yeah, you gotta keep holding it until the sentence finishes.
got it.
Okay. I'm looking everywhere, and it's in another thing that I was looking at, like another category called knowledge. So why don't you make a knowledge culture check, each of you? And I'll say that the difficulty for this, since we're just starting out, is 1. I have currently set the difficulty at 1. If you recall, Oh, wait, hold on. That's not the right sheet. This is the GM sheet. There is a GM sheet that I can set the values for the dice that you're going to be opposing. So I'll have both of you make a knowledge culture check, which is intelligence based.
So if we don't have culture, we don't have to. We just
You just roll
knowledge.
intelligence then. All right, so 2 failures for Zaldenrock, but 2 advantages. I guess for those that are as well joining us, and I guess for a bit of a refresher, the main dice in this are D8s versus D8s. The green D8s versus the evil purple D8s. They have possible passes and fails. They also have possible advantages and threats, which are not passes and fails, but they can alter the story. And some abilities allow you to spend them for things. So, looks like Shepard got 1 success, which is all that you need to count that as a success. So you know about the Nomad. You've probably downloaded some information about them. You know that they recently took over the station, like recently within the last few years. They took over the station by buying out the Merchant Magnate Coalition, which is a group of companies. The Nomad himself seems to have a limitless supply of wealth. Also, their identity is thus far unknown at your best searching through all of the data banks. People tend to just default to he or they for them because they just don't know who they are, but they have an imposing visage and silhouette. From what you've heard, Zaldenrock, you don't know shit about the Nomad. At least, none of that stuff. You just know that something called the Nomad owns this space station, and your advantage here... let's see. How can you spend advantage in social situations here?
Oof.
Maybe this will give me an idea of something. We'll say that that you can get a bonus die on your next knowledge check relating to the space station, because you did do research on it. You just didn't find relevant information on the Nomad. I think that's a good way to resolve it.
Now, how would I note that? Just in my notes section of my sheet, or? I'm wondering.
Well, I would just remember or write it down if you'd like. It would
So what is
probably
it,
not
one bonus.
Yeah, 1 bonus die.
1 bloob.
I believe it's a boost, actually, is the technical term.
To knowledge check.
To a knowledge check this session. Which, probably come up.
Yep.
All right.
You seem confused. Do you know why you are on this trip?
Well, I know why I'm on this trip. I just don't necessarily know full details about the Nomad. A lot of it's shrouded in mystery, but I'm hoping to find relationships that can further my and the galaxy's cause.
If you wish to know the Nomad, I have prior knowledge and data available.
Why, yeah, certainly I can download it. Maybe.
Go ahead, ring off everything that I know, Chris.
Sure.
Okay.
You start the Titan in front of you starts ringing off a laundry list of facts and timeline information in perfect, with perfect accuracy.
Like
for
reading from
a
an
Titan.
encyclopedia.
Yep. You just accessed the encyclopedia, and it's very less helpful than you thought.
Perfect.
Disambiguation.
You just airdropped it to my iPad, and now I'm like, God.
You have a lot of definitions for words you already know.
Yeah. Perhaps this is the advantage. You get a vague background of everything, and later you can go, oh yeah, I think I remember somebody saying
I'm getting
that.
an AI-generated summary of the note.
Oh, no!
Many people are asking, what is the Nomad?
Ellie, how many fingers does your character have?
Tell us, damn it.
It changes. It depends.
Oh,
It
no.
sure does.
Ugh,
All right.
fucking spilt my...
Salt and Rock spills their little soda from the airplane.
I feel
Damn
like if at any point in time you're trying to walk away, very much energy vampire, I am following you and giving you everything of that protocol and that directive that you've just asked for until you tell me to stop, but I don't think you know that.
Probably not.
Anyway, I'm
You,
gonna go
you
back
are
to my
leaving.
seat.
You are leaving audible range. Information dump has not paused. Rewinding 1 minute. Resuming.
Please turn around. The map you're going outside of map boundaries.
Perhaps Zaldenrock just kind of shakes their head and grabs their things, and then Shepard stands up and follows them out.
I am a
Yes.
very tired bird. Very
That's-
exhausted.
That's fair. It's been a long few days.
Well, I suppose you can be useful. What is your primary...
Directive.
function.
Directive. To find others like myself and bring them home. Which I have not yet been to.
Oh.
All right. Well, certainly that might be difficult, but...
Only difficult because we are large in stature and in size and in weight.
A passenger kind of pushes past you guys to go and grab their cargo. Whoa, what the? I didn't think that thing could move. Looks up at the Titan that's looming over the two of you.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hey, and you're a Shikrai too, right?
Very perceptive of you. Did you figure that out all by yourself?
Jesus Christ, he's already picking
So
fights.
sassy.
All right. I didn't want any trouble, man. I just haven't been very far beyond my own system. Still getting used to all these aliens being around. Only read about some of you guys.
Who is this person?
This person appears to be...
What do they look like?
Oh, sure. This person looks like a human. So, you guys know what that looks like. Weird. But
Strange alien.
they're not wearing any sort of identifying features on them. But you presume that they came in through the wormhole to Primor, because that's where the ship is coming from. So maybe it's their first time traveling. The person in question has short hair, just kind of cut close to their ears, kind kind of darker skin and a like laborer's kind of like attitude. They probably were some sort of industrial factory person. From the looks of, you know, their hands, their gait, scars on their faces, stuff like that. So, you guys don't know the procedures for docking or anything, do you?
Do I?
Do I?
Not necessarily. I think that you two are the worst person this person could have possibly asked.
Oh, it's actually my first time traveling here. So I just kind of go with what I perceive to be correct.
All right, well, I guess we're all in this together then. Well, best of luck, I suppose. I mean, it is the land of opportunity. Maybe you'll find what you're looking for in the station. Anyway,
Cool.
I gotta go grab my stuff. So you guys have a good one.
As do you.
I'm sorry, I have an
Open
important
line wire.
I have an important interruption. Shane, would you say your character is would you say they're winging it?
I can leave. I have the right to leave.
Harrison gets 1 XP. I'm just kidding.
-1.
Just kidding. We're doing milestones.
No, this one is XP.
Okay, yeah.
All right. After that just brief interaction, you guys kind of stick together and head back to at least Zaldenrock's seat with
Also, I don't have wings. We lost those aeons ago.
You don't have like little fluffs underneath like your
But you kept
arms
the
or
beak.
anything?
Oh, we have feathers.
Okay.
Yeah, in the beak.
So
We
you're
look
a
like birds.
penguin.
We just don't have.
they're penguins.
Yeah, you're not Aarakocra. You don't have wings,
No,
like
I-
extra wings. But you're fluffy. You got plumes.
Based on the book, I think they have like armor that they wear that has wings built into them,
That's cool.
and that's how
Oh,
they
that makes
fly
sense.
between their planets. I think.
Yeah, they're just Captain Falcon. Or
Yeah.
not Captain Falcon, but Captain America's Falcon.
Captain America brackets Falcon.
Yes, because if I just said
He-
Falcon, it could have been anybody. They're Marvel's
does come-
Falcon. Anyway, you guys head back to your seats. Seat. The Titan is just kind of looming over you, continuing their diatribe. Everybody else is kind of eyeing you guys. You can see like the kind of like grayish green skin of like some Winu off together in a few seats. You can see some Letnev with their blue skin and pointed ears and mostly white hair, kind of just talking to each other in hushed tones, presumably, I don't know, talking shit about you guys.
This is how rumors are started.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mm.
giant beak.
Yeah, maybe. More so the Titan, probably. You're certainly an oddity in this part of the universe. You're from the other side of the galaxy, but people have at least heard of you.
My people are from a Dyson sphere. That doesn't mean I've been there.
That's true.
The vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner area.
Yeah, the Dyson sphere is the like round part in the middle of the vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
Yep, that's the Dyson sphere.
Thank you. That's great.
You guys,
If I could transform into a vacuum, that'd be great too.
you two hear over the intercom that they're going to be landing soon at the space station, and that people should prep for landing. It's not like a airplane landing, but they still want people to be in their seats in case something goes wrong during the docking procedure. You can see like a bunch of Hylar near you guys are kind of moving in their exoskeletal devices towards some pods at the front of the ship so that they can get inside their little water capsules for landing. And yeah, you guys eventually settle down and land on the starship Sumerian. The Titan's still following you around Zaldenrock. You head out of the like little pipe that is connected to the Solar Sovereign, and people are slowly exiting the ship. And you guys are caught in the hallway here at the very end, right as people are getting off. A hooded figure kind of like steps out of the shadows towards you guys and says, "Shepard, Zaldenrock is Is that you two?
Depends who's asking.
That is my current protocol, yes.
My name is Gosin. He pulls the hood off his face, and he is a Hakan, one of the lion-like people from the Emirates of Hakan, also across the universe, but they get around. They're much more common in these parts. They have, like, kind of pale white hair all over them, and a short mane that's been, like, capped with blue beads in a circle around it. Their robes are fairly nice, made out of, like, fine silks, covered in slight patterns on the dark cloak. He looks to you and says, I am Gosin, and I am an agent of the Nomad. I have heard many things about you. If they can be trusted, of course.
Well, that remains to be seen. Do you know, are you here to lead us to the...
I am. If you would follow me, he has a very special mission for some people of good renown that are not associated with the Sation just yet. If this is of interest to you and you are willing to make lots of money, then you should follow me.
Affirmative. I'll follow, but also be very cautious of
Sure. It's
my
understandable
surroundings and such.
to be cautious of a Hakan. Not, racism or anything. Just,
Oh, no.
you're new on the station.
I don't
You
know
don't
who
know
he
this
is.
guy. I don't know you. So
I don't know.
if you'd like, we can try a social check here because it might have consequences. Just trying to see. I think this might be perception. So I'll have you guys make a 2 difficulty perception check, which is cunning based.
Yep. Alright. Difficulty set.
Okay. Another conservative success from the shepherd. And then a success with a threat from Zaldenrak. That's interesting.
Good.
So
Rolling hot tonight.
this Hakan seems kind of shady, and they aren't really wearing any identifying markings that would denote them as like an agent of the Nomad. You would think that they would at least, be more outgoing about that if they were trying to be official. Zaldenrock, your threat. How are we going to do this threat thing here? Let's see.
I mean, the easiest one is suffers a strain.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. We'll just say that you suffer a strain as you are trying to, like, intuit this person's true intentions, and maybe trying to grill them for answers or something.
You're a little too on edge.
You're a little on edge and hot under the collar as you're looking around, perhaps not even paying attention to some of your surroundings. The Hakan, Gosin, kind of regards you and dismisses most of your questions. Look, I'll admit, I am just a messenger for the Nomad. We have heard information about you, though. The Titan, you took out an entire pirate band in the middle of space. And you, Shikrai, you're genetically altered, yes? You could hit a gnat on the cusp of a dune, probably.
Yeah, perhaps, if your information is accurate.
Their information is accurate for me. I did rescue one crew and the passengers of a ship by removing the pirates from the airlock.
Yes, well, your methods are
Oh,
your
shit.
own. But if you follow me, and lay low, the Nomad wants to be subtle about this activity. This is why we need people like you, fresh off of the boat, as it were.
Goldenrock, your face, is that something that your species normally makes? Are you concerned? Do you need assistance?
Christ.
My what? Sorry.
Your face. Is that
What about
a
it?
face? Is that a face you normally make?
Is that a face of someone who's just received 1 strain?
Thank you.
Thank you, voice.
It is a beak. I'm not sure if you're familiar with.
a permanent frown. You guys look around now that you're kind of out in the open and off of that crowded spaceship and hallway, and the docking port finally opens up. It's much more like a landing pad than the one that you left on, which was more like a hangar. This landing pad is just filled with bustling people, meeting people that they haven't seen in a long time, merchants meeting with their the people that they're doing business with off of Primor. You can see this space station is absolutely massive. To reiterate, it's a ring surrounding an entire planet. The gravity faces outward, and you guys look up and you can see things the size of skyscrapers. Although instead of a skyline, there's just solid steel.
Halo.
Yeah, there's just plating in this sort of skyline that you're seeing, and there's even like
Not for any holograms.
Nope, they didn't spring for any holograms. It doesn't seem like that. There is plenty of daylighting, though. The lighting will dim as it makes its progress around the planet.
I would like to do two things.
Okay, what is your first thing?
After recognizing that there is some concern from Zoldenrock, I would like to quietly be able to use my quintessensor to scan our host. It's a handheld device, can scan any energy form, living creature, or object, read out displays, offer guidance on things scanned, including biology, energy signature, and molecular composition.
Okay. And you're trying to do this subtly?
Hmm.
Can you do anything?
Probably not. I might be able to. I actually don't know. The other thing was I would like to be able to perceive where the cargo is if they're unloading cargo in a specific area. I still have a sticker on me.
Ah.
Oh my god.
You
I
do
am
see
cargo.
you do see some dock workers on the other side of the landing pad. It looks like they've started the slow process of getting cargo off of the ship. It's a lot bigger than a plane, and it in fact requires a lot of like paperwork and stuff. People going up and asking for their bag number, and then them going to frickin' find it in their nightmarish organization system.
I'm glad I left. I would have been unclean baggage.
Yeah, we got a shepherd. Is anybody named Shepherd here? I am
Can I
named
blame
Shepherd.
myself?
Right.
All right. So you see that. You also are trying to scan this person, and you're
Mhm.
not doing it subtly.
Is it? No.
It would
Which
be
one
stealth.
would it be? Stealth?
Yeah.
Which is,
Agility.
yes, agility. Nah, I'm just gonna straight up do it.
Okay. There's no roll then. You scan the Hakan, and he kind of like looks you up and down, and he's like, "Trust me, I'm not wearing a wire or anything." Your scans come up that he's telling the truth. He's not really broadcasting any like broadband signals or anything, and he does read as a life form Hakan, and he's in adequate health.
I'll just relay that. It'd be like, you're in adequate health. Good job.
Thank you. I pride myself on my health.
My body is my temple.
My body is my temple, in as far as I can please the gods that it inhabits.
Yggdrasil.
My body is a
Everything
temple.
just here.
And importantly, like any good temple, it accepts indulgences.
Except in the litter boxes over there.
But all can be forgiven. In the middle of the night, when I'm
Yeah.
staring at the ceiling.
So basically, Shepard would just follow. Not in sort of like a sense of like worry, but still being aware of surroundings, trying to absorb as much information as possible. But also, they're kind of a big guy, everyone can see them.
Of course, yeah. People eye you, they give you glances, and they're like, is that some kind of automaton? If they don't know what a Titan is. Some people might be like, was that a Titan? And other people are just like, ooh, funny cosplayer.
What?
I mean, I was gonna also explain the kind of greater appearance of this place. Although it's very like gray and space stationy, as far as like steel and multicolored lights go. However, there's also distinctly a lot of television screens plastered over a lot of the buildings. at an appropriate height for you to be able to see and understand what's on the screen, as well as plenty of multicolored neon signs just at street level advertising a bunch of businesses and stuff. You can constantly hear music from one shop or another, not broadcasting over the entire station, just like from their localized zones. There's also like a sort of fog that gives it an atmospheric kind of view the further away that you go into the station, like the further down the station row that you look. It is probably a few miles wide, definitely, but of course it's more than a planet in length. You can see a rapid transit train, just like a bullet train, just zoom past on one of the upper areas. Looks like there's elevators that go up there to get to the transport area. The Hakan is kind of just hurrying you along, kind of just telling you to ignore everything that you see. On your way, you can see a screen with the image of a hooded figure with like 3 little dots, 2 for their eyes and 1 for presumably their mouth. You've seen this sort of image before in drawings and maybe like distant recordings. This appears to be the face of the Nomad, and you can hear something just like broadcast on several screens nearby. It's probably a news station of some sort. And they're saying, "Welcome, everyone, to the space station Sumerian. As you all know, it is Primor Day, which is the day that we can all rejoice as osmium returns to our reserves from Primor. Be sure to enjoy all of the festivities, and be sure to get free shipping whenever you buy anything that's going to Primor today." And
Oh my god.
yeah, you kind of notice that a lot of people are actually in a sort of festive mood. There's like silver and green tinsel that's like spread about all of the local shops. There's a bunch of people like with special Primorian dishes that some of you might be familiar with. There's dancing in the streets. There's like a festival going on with music. But of course, you are told to ignore all of this and continue following the Hakan, who eventually leads you down one of the various towering streets. And you can see an alleyway that gets darker and darker and darker as the Hakan leads you deeper into the space station. We're a bit far from Station Command, but that is for our own safety as well as your own. We don't want this getting out. Are you sure that you are up for a job that might affect your safety?
Yes. My safety is of the least concern.
My only concern is the safety of others. My well-being is
Secondary. Okay. He just kind of nods his head and then does a sort of like secret knock on this door. They eventually let them in and scan them. You can see other Hakans at the door just like patting the person down and then kind of like eyeing you guys. After some quick words in their native tongue, they also pat you guys down, but they kind of forego the Titan. You're kind of wearing your stuff on you.
I make the gesture as if I'm to be pat down. I want to be a part of the fleshlings.
One of the Hakans just kind of like looks at you and kind of cautiously puts a hand out and like bangs on your thigh, and it just makes a metallic like tong tong. You're good. You can go through. Quickly, follow Gosin. I will take you to the Nomad.
So did they take my rifle or no?
They did not.
Okay.
You have it with you. They just wanted to be aware that you had it.
All right.
They inspect the rifle and hand it back to you. One of them kind of remarks that it's adequate. But they've seen better on Hakan.
It's not a bow, I know.
Here. He takes you into a room. The Nomad will see you shortly. Be patient. They close the door behind them, and you two are left alone in a room.
Oh, good.
The room is plain, with very little ornamentation. There is a kind of like a glass sort of wall across from you, and it looks to be one way when you like kind of go up to it. It's almost like an interrogation room almost. Although the tables and chairs that you're sitting in are not like cold stone or anything. They're actually like this really nice mahogany kind of wood, or maybe, you know, something similar to it, and kind of like capped in bronze in places with flourishes. It looks very out of place in this dank and dreary location.
I don't think the Titan would sit on it. I think they'd be worried to break it.
They might. You guys are left here for a bit. Do you do anything?
So, what is your purpose for seeing the Nomad?
The Nomad provides opportunity to search the remainder of the galaxy for others like myself.
Good. Do you have any...
Oh, sorry.
How were you summoned?
I received a notice. Immediately transferred to a ship that I was on.
You received a notice that you were transferred to the ship that you were on? Sorry.
Just a notification, like through like a ship that I was on. Someone saw me.
And there was a transfer request for that specific cargo.
Yeah, they're just like trying to find me.
Yeah, you were summoned specifically. Yeah, got it. All right. After some time passes, the opaque window lights up, and on the other side you see the silhouette of a hooded figure, and the lights go on of the Nomad's sort of strange mask that they wear. Let's see if I can't bring that up. We can put you down here.
Whoa. Oh.
Whoop. There we go. The silhouette of the Nomad appears. Also, I misplaced where their third little glowy thing is. It's not in their mouth, it's in their forehead. Herpter.
We figured out their biology.
Their biology! Hey, Master Yi only has 2 eyes. Explain that. So, you see the eye glowing lights of the Nomad's mask light up from behind this structure, now that the window is sort of more visible. You kind of pause for a moment, and you're just like, hello? Like, you there? And then they eventually speak to you. I feel like I should use a voice changer too, but I don't know how bad it's going to be. So let's... If it gets to be annoying, just let me know. I'll try and get rid of it.
Welcome, Zaldenrock. And Shepard, is it?
Affirmative.
Good. I have a mission for both of you. And you are poised to become very wealthy if you succeed.
Wealth is not something I'm necessarily looking for. It's more of just a need for equipment and such.
Money
What are the
can buy
details?
many things, my avian friend. If you'd like details, I'll give them to you. There is a trade going down, one that I arranged, but it should not follow through. I need you to steal back an item that I am trading to a group that will be in a hangar that I described to you. And upon receipt of this good that I am presuming to sell to them, I'm going to pay you 1,000 ore each. Does that sound to your liking?
So just to make sure I understand, you have a package that you deliver don't want it to be delivered anymore and would like us to receive it and bring it back.
Of course. I'll give you coordinates of where you need to bring the goods once you have them in your possession. I'll give you a way to contact me via comm bead. And...
Now it's...
Oh, you're probably curious as to why I'm stealing back my own thing. Well, there is a reason that I needed somebody not associated to the station. And the dangers involved led me to select you two. That's all the information that I'm willing to part with at this time.
Are we
I
the
have
only
one
ones on
question.
this mission?
One at a time, please.
You first.
Okay, I was just curious if we were the only ones on this mission. Or will there be other compatriots?
Just you two. Nobody else.
Shepard?
Is 1,000 ore a generous amount to receive?
It is very generous. I should say it's only a fraction of what the item is worth, but you can't expect me to pay full value.
I care less for monetary value and more for relationships, potentially.
And this is the beginning of a beautiful one. Please, you must leave immediately. My associate, Gossin, will give you further information. The exchange is happening rather quickly, so we need to hop on it.
Understood.
The light goes off, and the Nomad, their lights kind of go out from their facial features, and you can no longer see them through the window. A few moments later, the door opens to the room, and Gossin comes in once again. They put their hood up almost needlessly over their head, and then they kind of gestured for you to follow them. Quickly. Here, take these comm beads. I'm not sure how you use these. He hands it to the Titan.
I feel like you just eat it. Like it's
I
being
was just
absorbed.
saying you eat it, but you don't
Yeah,
say
or like the Titan kind of presses it into the side of their head, and like the nano
I mean,
Yeah.
filaments
just
sort of
forms
wrap
around it.
around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just wear like an earpiece that just absorbed into their head.
Either or. You either eat it or you shove it into the side of your head. Either way, Gossin is kind of perplexed and horrified, but kind of shrugs understandingly, and then guides you out of the room. Quickly. We must away. It is in hangar. He starts going through his notes that he definitely has prepared for everything. Well, he gives you the... There it is. 3P10G. And then starts filling you in on how to get there. Meanwhile, the other folks. Let's see. Who are the other folks? Sin, you and Gervault are in the back of a like a sort of, oh shit, what's it called? Like a hover device, but it's like the size of a truck. It's called a hauler. What are they called? Land speeders. Almost like a land speeder in Star Wars, except it's the size of a truck. You guys are just kind of like hanging off the backside of it in these like side compartments that are meant for passengers. But you're on comm beads with the driver, Yara. You guys at least have some introductory knowledge of each other, though you've never all been on a mission together. Gervault, you're in charge of the exchange that's going on. That was, of course, set forth by the Nomad.
Okay, so the Nomad wants the exchange to happen, is what was said.
That's what you were told.
Okay, like all right. Actually, give me some more information if you don't mind.
I thought you might want some.
Yeah,
So,
like, what's the closest? Yeah, things happen.
so you guys are driving en route to an abandoned hangar / cargo bay, and supposedly there's nobody there. The Nomad has bought out the entire hangar for the day so that you can do a clandestine sort of exchange in the festivities of Primor Day. Everybody is out celebrating. People that were preparing for Primor Day have the day off. Everybody else that's trying to sell to the new arrivals from the convoy, because you learn that it isn't just one ship that came in, it was a whole mess of ships from Primor, many hauling important osmium shipments, which is used to make platinum, at least in this universe here. Used in like platinum and duranium shielding and whatnot. But that's just background information. You aren't concerned with that. You're taking an unknown truck safely to the location without anybody following you. But that's all that
Okay.
you know. You have some time to talk to each other before you arrive on scene.
Oh, we are delivering, not picking up, right?
Yes, you are delivering an item that is going to be traded.
How big is the item?
The item fits in a rather large truck, like bigger than an 18-wheeler. But this is, of course, the future, so it's just hovering. And the lanes that the Nomad has on the station are big enough for even larger ships, land speeders than yours.
Okay, so it is like a big cargo container type of deal. Okay.
Yeah, that's why there's like even side carts to house like passengers and stuff. It's much bigger than an 18-wheeler.
All right. So
Sin
I
is looking at you.
Mm-hmm. There's are you ready for the exchange, or do you have any concerns?
I mean, I suppose I'm ready. I don't see. Do you expect this to go badly?
Nothing goes smoothly. It's a free market space station. Anything goes. Pirates, raiders, and we're carrying a very conspicuous cargo. And they chose me for this job, which I assume they're relying on some level of and you. Like, we're not exactly subtle people to be seen in public. Something's gonna go down, and you better keep your wits about you. I suggest that. How far are we from the landing point, the rendezvous point?
It won't be long now before you arrive.
Okay.
I admit I also feel some trepidation.
Mm-hmm. Like, Yara,
Yes.
stop the car for a bit.
She slows down it safely.
Okay, Sin,
Mhm.
since
Do
you
you
reached your
want me to
scout
check the map?
since your capacity, I need you to see if you can go ahead if you scout anything. Do you have a combeat on you by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Here's my contact.
Okay. Go ahead. We will resume. I will let Yara know. We'll resume travel in 5 minutes prior.
Would this be like a survival check then? Because I could give you my familiar. This is me saying it, not necessarily Yara saying that. But I'm just wondering if it was a check for it.
Familiar is the computer thing, right?
Familiar floating.
Yeah,
like-
it's a droid.
Yeah, it's like a floating droid, or however you want to do it. You choose a skill, and the skill I chose for it was for survival.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Could I give that to Sin to take with her? Be like, Sin, maybe my familiar might help you out if you need to do a scan.
I think it adds a success. Is that how the familiar works? I don't recall.
Yeah, the squares are just a bonus thing.
Squares are a bonus.
Yeah,
it's a boost die.
A boost
Yeah,
die.
it just adds a boost die to survival.
Okay.
Sure.
Understood.
I thank you for offering your assistance. I'll be sure to take care of this. Does it have a name?
Fetch. Just call it Fetch, and it'll follow you around. Let it know when you want to scan. It's good for. So it should be helpful.
Thank you. Okay.
What does Fetch look like? I'm just curious.
I'm picturing literally like a giant tennis ball that kind of just opens up and hovers and stuff. Like, you know how tennis balls have that line through them?
Yeah,
Like,
so those open up like flaps almost.
Yeah, then
it's,
stuff
it's
them come
Haru
out.
from Gundam.
Yeah, I literally was thinking of that.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I definitely have something else in my mind, but I don't remember what the thing is in my mind.
I have
Is
a
that a
better thing
Gundam?
than that in mind.
Is
Yeah,
it
that
from
is
Horizon
adorable.
Zero Dawn?
No, not for
Okay, well, that was my guess. Okay, so what are you doing? You're scanning the perimeter, like scouting for.
Yes, I'm going
Yeah.
to investigate the premises before we deliver everything. So I'm going to
All right.
find an alternative entrance and see what's going on at the location.
Like, I'm the most armed person in this group, and that's a bad sign.
I'm going to, once I like exit the truck and sort of start moving away, going to start stealthing, and I'm going to turn on my like stealth tech.
All right. Then I'm gonna have you make a difficulty 1 stealth check, and the
Okay.
difficulty is set.
Okay, so stealth, so I should just be able to click on it.
Hopefully. Oh. Oh. So that's 2 successes and 5 advantages. Damn.
Where'd you
Uh,
go?
I'm in
We can't
danger.
find you anymore. Where'd you go?
Yeah, Sin almost like disappears. You would think they almost like took their armor off and just went about as like a ghost at this point. But that's not the case necessarily. They have just turned on their.
Harm bead, just like Sin, you're still there, right? We lost sight of you.
I sort of mutter that yes, I'm still here. And by the way, Fetch has been stashed inside Sin's armor, so they get the benefit of the stealth tech.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
The familiar sounds small enough to do so. Due to your advantages, I'm going to say that you guys are able to, or rather, not you guys, Sin, you're able to get very close to the location without anybody noticing you or seeing you, and you're able to even see inside of the hangar. Inside, you can see that a ship has just landed, a massive carrier that appears to be unmarked. And there are massive pallets being unloaded by these, like, the cranes that are innate in the hangar. When you look around, you can see... does this need a roll? I don't think it needs a roll. You can see that there are lots of Letnev that are at work here, doing very efficient work, making sure that everything's secure and that these massive pallets are unloaded cautiously and carefully, but quickly. There is not much noise within the otherwise completely empty hangar. It's a large space. I will have you make another perception check, though. And let's do... do we want to do this or survival? Hold on. I want to see exactly what survival does in Genesis, because I know it might be different. Skills. 'Cause there's, like, examples in the book that I'm just gonna...
In the core, it's 65.
65, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the nice number, 65. Okay, your character should use this trapped in the wilderness, approaching severe weather, following a map, trying to tame an animal, or hunting something. Okay. I don't think that survival is necessarily needed here. So I'll just have a perception check. It'll be difficulty 3. I've set the difficulty. Okay, that's fine. You don't see anything else unusual or any other identifying features. You're able to return back to your allies.
I also realized that I should have added more to the stealth roll. I get additional benefits because of the stealth tech, but
I mean, you
that's
succeeded
fine.
hard enough, so I think
I
you're
think
good.
that's fine. It's overkill is overkill. I communicate all of this to the commander. So, Commander Gervalt, I saw Letnev unloading pallets. They were doing so efficiently and quickly.
As all Ludness should. Let's move.
Oh shit, I might be outshined by other Letnev. Fuck. We gotta step on the gas.
Okay, I didn't
Okay, sir.
notice anything else, but It was very empty and very quiet.
Well, we are dropping off a large package. That should be expected.
Excuse me, sir. Did they say what the trading target's supposed to look like? Do you know who we're trading to?
We're supposed to,
You were not given that information. In fact,
we just have a rendezvous location.
yeah, Sin was the first person to get that information via their scouting.
Yes, so this is what the rendezvous location looks like. This is who is currently there. Yes, thank you, Yara.
I mean, I guess we could drop it off.
Well, we should negotiate. We should talk with them first. Well, if they don't identify themselves, then we'll take it from there. But we will make there on time.
All right.
Yara speeds off in the hauler, now aware of their location, or sorry, what's waiting for them. Nolly, are you here? Okay, fantastic.
She is.
So, Nolly, you have been given the day off, a rare opportunity, but you decided to take it to go back to the hangar and start tinkering with a mech that you've kind of been trying to dissect and figure out how it works. However, your day off was interrupted. This abandoned hangar is now flooded with Letnev that are unloading huge pallets from their carrier that's just docked at this facility that shouldn't be active right now. Furthermore, a mysterious unmarked hauler has just arrived, and some strange characters have just hopped out of it.
I'm still in the car.
Yes,
Sure,
car,
you're still in the car.
You need to make emergency exit just in case.
Yeah. So from the corridor where she's tinkering, she kind of looks up and sees all this happening. Oh, nuts! On my day off. Come on, Noodle! And she like hops behind a crate. And there's a mechanics droid sort of off on the pile that she's been sort of welding on. It looks kind of like a cross between like an R2-D2 sort of aesthetics, but the Boston Dynamics dog. And it's supposed to have 6 legs, but it only has 5. And it's like a mechanics repair droid. And it's like trying to, it's like trying to limp over. She's like, "Oh, fine, come on." She drags it behind.
I kind of picture a toolbox that's walking.
Yeah,
perfect. Noodle is a walking toolbox.
Yes, she drags it behind the crates with her. It's like, "Oh, what are all these people doing here? The hangar's supposed to be empty." Yeah, well, I know I'm not supposed to be here either. Just thought
that's besides the point.
Yeah, that's not the point. Oh, last time something like this happened, the boss said he was going to set me on fire. I gotta tell him to leave. All right, come on, we're getting closer.
All right, I'm going to now have Nolly and Zaldenrock and Shepard each make stealth checks.
I don't know if that's my strong suit.
It isn't, but you're making one regardless.
Ignore me.
Do I need to hit sync pool with GM first?
Nope, that's just for story points.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which you still all have access to, by the way.
All right, I'm just going to raw dog the stealth roll. Okay.
Okay.
I'm concerned that they picked the biggest thing to do a stealth mission. I feel like I'm being set up. Someone put a little leaf on me.
I flew away.
So, does that mean they actually got it or no? I forget what the symbols are. Do a quick.
So, to review the rolls, Nolly got 1 success, which means that they succeeded. They also got 3 advantages, which can... so in a social encounter, this can actually do some interesting things. I'll say that Nolly, you become aware that they are doing a trade, and it's less than legal, or at least it's meant to be hidden from the rest of the station.
Okay.
Discreet.
They're being discreet about it. Zaldenrock, yes, you did in fact succeed with 5 successes and a triumph, which is a crit in this game. You also got 1 threat. So maybe you take on 1 strain as you're stealthily trying to cover for your less than stealther ally.
He's tryharding.
That's really trying their hardest.
I'm just perfectly concealed, and I see Shepard just like standing in the open air. I'm like, oh god damn it! Get
You're slowly
down,
developing
you
an
idiot!
aneurysm from the robot.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna allow Francium to roll one. Actually,
Don't use my government name.
I'm gonna roll an additional die for you because of Zaldenrock's triumph. Okay, well, more advantages. Great.
4 is a. Okay, that's critical remark. Never mind.
People think you're
For
just
social.
an android cargo again.
I'm just pretending to be a cargo by just like not moving.
You still have your sticker.
I do.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to say.
This fucking random piece of like, can I just be cargo? Oh man, it's working so good now.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna say that Zaldenrock has hidden themselves, but Shepard, you are temporarily seen by some of the Letnev. But thanks to Zaldenrock's triumph, you are not hidden, but you fold up into a fetal position, inert, and the Letnev kind of approaches and like looks at you and reads the cargo sticker on you, and then shrugs and leaves.
Cubed.
It's amazing.
And let's go over
Come
to
cube.
a map. I said let's go over to a map.
Oh,
Oh. Drag. There we go. All right. You guys are taken to the scene. You're all in the same room. It's only 9:16. I say that's not that bad.
Yeah.
All right. Commander Gervalt Rondus Arcry, you get off the hangar, or get off the hauler there, and start walking towards a set of official-looking Letnev that approach you. They do an official salute, and one of them steps forward. My name is
Salute
Captain Estelar Kivin Arasis. This is my first, Civis Hivan Ravoenwis, and this is my second, Kindrith Aaron Merlor. To whom am I regarding?
And I will salute back, say my name, and it's like, so we are contacted here for a delivery. I presume you're aware of what's happening?
Of course. We're aware that this trade is supposed to go down, and you are supposed to deliver our parcel. And Gervalt, I'm going to have you make a knowledge culture check, and I'm going to give you a boost die to it. I will apply it myself.
Okay, knowledge culture. Okay, cool.
All right.
I don't think is that right. I don't think that's right.
Well, you added a success to it. You probably have a savant with you. Is that something?
Yes. Yeah.
And then you rolled 2 dice, and I added a boost die to it, and I set it as difficulty 1. So I think that's right.
Okay. Okay, I just didn't expect this many dices. Okay, cool.
Yeah, sometimes it can surprise you.
All right.
So 4 successes and 1 advantage. You, of course, are not aware of what you're hauling, and these people do seem to be the buyers. They seem to be aware of you guys, but there's something unusual about them that someone like you would particularly notice. Their uniforms are out of date. That is not something that could be tolerated by the normal Letnev. As you take further glances around the room, becomes immediately you become immediately aware that these are not members of the barony. These are members of the New Letnev Union, masquerading as members of the barony.
Oh, hell no.
This is
Like
perhaps why the Nomad sent you on this mission, to test your loyalties.
Like,
I whisper into the comm bead. Should I stow this somewhere? It's get kind of nervous staying in here.
I'm just going to like not say anything because they can overhear, I assume. I'm going to tap on Sin's backside to just like just stay to the side something might go down.
Sin nods and slips over here.
Yeah.
And also sort of checks in with the driver, sort of sticks his head into the window and is like, something might be going down. Please hold. Would you like your friend back?
Sure. Let me know what happens.
I would like to know, what's the far as I know, I didn't know that the Lieutenant Milter was dealing with the Nomad so soon. Just gonna saying it out there, see if any of them respond to anything.
So you call out the fact that they're new Letnev?
Not new Letnev, it's just kind of like just implying. It's like I didn't realize that there were relations with the official military and the Nomad so soon, because you said the Nomad took power only
a few years ago. Yeah. The barony has dealt with the space station Sumerian before, and we assumed that we could continue dealing with them. Surely. At this point, it's developing a little into a social encounter, but I would perhaps like to see what the other people are doing while this is going down, to see if they end up causing any ruckus. Zaldenrock and Shepard, you guys are hiding nearby, as I said, one of you more visible than the other.
Don't you remind me.
I want to ask Shepard. Shepard, do you have any technology that allows you to hear what they're saying at
a distance?
Yes.
I actually don't know if I think the scanner is up close. I don't think that'll give me any readings or any information from a distance. Hold on. Let me peek through.
It'll give you a reading that they of their life signs and stuff, but not much else at this range.
Well, the sensor is also it can be used for biology, but it also can be used for energy signatures and molecular composition. So it's not just for organisms; it's for everything.
It's a tricorder, so you could scan them with a tricorder if you wanted to, but you wouldn't be able to hear them at a distance.
Right.
You'd pick up sonic vibrations coming from their mouth holes at this distance.
I mean, so it says it allows your character to make passive, active scans. Counts as having the right tool for the job when trying to scan or analyze an object or a location. Also adds success to the result of any perception or vigilance checks that are made. So yeah, it's more for
Yeah, it's more for it's a tricorder.
Yeah.
Different words. A quicorder. If you got closer, you might be able to hear what they're saying. Otherwise, I think you would need a specific device in order to do so.
Yeah.
It's a wide open area, and although you guys are you look fairly close to each other, I'll remind you that these are range bands. You're actually at extreme range.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we have comm beads too, so at least we can communicate.
So yeah, what's considered short, medium, long?
So extreme range is 5 range bands away. So from Gervault, you are in extreme range. One step closer would be, I believe, long range, then medium range, then short range, and then if they're in the same range band, then you're engaged.
Yeah.
Sure.
So from you, this is engaged. From you to here is short, medium, long, extreme.
Right.
Do you have a sniper rifle?
I do, so I think I need to be closer.
Remember, when a combat breaks in, you can move one range band, and you can also move twice using your strain. So you can move 2 range bands.
Here's the question. Can Zaldenrock just hide on my back? I am 2 silhouettes. Can I just walk in and he can
I am
just be
6'7".
Walk in with a bird as a backpack.
Yeah, pull a Spider-Man.
Just Banjo-Tooie
it. You can carry Zaldenrock, but I would be loath to say that you are hidden.
I understand I would not be.
I probably would not do that.
Okay.
He probably wouldn't do that. I think maybe just can I get one range band closer and try to stay hidden?
Sure. Since you're moving in, I'll say that, yeah, you can do so. Since we're not in combat, I'm not gonna like cause strain or anything, but I will say that in this map, not necessarily in the game, moving between the yellow bands is gonna just cost 2 maneuvers. Moving in the pink bands is gonna cost 1 maneuver. Because we're kind of doing it visually rather than narratively.
And just a clarifying question for me: is it moving into or moving out of where the cost comes from?
Crossing a line that has that color. So if Zaldenrock crosses this line, it will cost 2 maneuvers.
Yep, cool.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna go right where I am now.
Sure. So you go there. Make a new stealth check since you're moving to a different range band, and I will set the difficulty. This time, slightly more difficult. Difficulty 2. All right, still a success. You remain hidden, effectively. Shepard, are you doing anything?
No.
You shouldn't.
I'm relaying to Zoldenrock. It just like this feels like a setup. We are very much, or I am very much a big thing to be a target. The only benefit I have is to charge in. So unless you want that to happen, I'm staying back here.
Yes, stay there. Do not charge in. I repeat, do not charge in until I say so.
All right, Shepard is
and then I will just, take my rifle out and kind of just use the scope to just kind of get a better view of what's going on. I think if that's something I can do.
Since we're not in combat, I'll allow that. Normally it'd be a maneuver.
All right. Okay.
Nolly, you are currently hidden as well. What would you like to do, if anything?
So Nolly is sort of crouching, hiding, and looking at this scene. He's like, oh, these look like bad people. They're not going to go away if I just say anything. Oh, do you have any ideas, Noodle? Oh, that's right. Guns. Guns scare people. Guns. And she looks around and she sees the heavy mech that she's actually hiding behind right now. And goes, and I would like to inspect it and determine maybe what is causing it to not work. It's probably a mechanics check.
Yeah, this is the thing that you've been working on, actually. If you can at least get it working, it'll be able to move, but it's just taken on some damage and strain, so it won't be at full strength. But yeah, you can climb on in there with a maneuver, because mounting and dismounting a vehicle is a maneuver. And then I would have you make we'll do a mechanics check to get it started.
Okay.
So I'll call this... I will call this difficulty 2 because it's broked. And I think because of your situation, it might be prudent to spend a story point.
Yeah, I was going to spend a story point, and Noodle gives me a boost die.
All right, yeah, I'll apply the boost die.
Okay,
and I'll upgrade one of your dice so you can actually just roll normally.
Okay, so I just hit the roll. Okay, great.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work.
That works pretty good. Okay, let's... I also realized that story points are not totally synced. Okay. There it is. Okay, you guys should have 4 story points left, and I should have 2 now.
Yes, it's right on the sheet. It's not on the UI thingy, but...
Yeah, the UI thingy is...
borked.
Yeah, well, the UI doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, all right, you hop into the mech, and almost instinctively, you've kind of been doing mechanics as your boss has been teaching you about. But you hop in, and suddenly your mind comes into focus, and your muscle memory kind of kicks in, and you just start turning on the mech, and it starts working.
Would people notice this, or could we make perception tests for this?
Yeah, you guys can make some perception checks. I'm gonna say Gervalt, no. And Sin, no. So Yara, I'm gonna have you make a perception check.
Okay.
Can
Can you do it?
Can
Yeah.
Shepard do it?
I'm gonna
I
say
mean, you're
you're.
like double extreme range away.
Yeah.
I don't know
Very
how far.
I'm gonna say no. Just Yara will be able to.
So I think familiar helps with perception checks, right? Do I just add 1 dice to that? Is how that?
I'm not
Let
sure.
me check.
I'm not a super master on all of the equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, so it adds 1 boost to perception and vigilance checks your character makes if the familiar is linked to your character's savant or quintessensor. So if you
And-
have a quintessensor,
I have a savant, and I was given back it from Sin, so I should be able to do that. So I click the blue die once. Oh,
Yeah, you can add 1 blue die.
okay. Da-da-da-da. Sorry. Where is the right? There we go. Skill. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it worked.
What the heck is this?
What the heck is that? Is you succeeded with 3 successes, and you got 3 threats tagged on there to the end of it. Yara.
Do I just see what's happening and kind of freak out?
that might be what's gonna happen. I'm gonna look at your character info for a real second.
I think I start freaking out on the comm, dude.
Yeah. I think that people discover that you're kind of, you don't really do well on your own. You guys, your immediate allies, Sin at least, learns that you have a fear of isolation.
Just been left alone for like 2 seconds.
You fool! There's a mech. There's a mech. That's
It's a mech powering up. It's a
There's
trap.
a mech powering up. This is a trap. It got to go.
Okay, so Sin sticks his head into the window and is like, wait, what?
There's a mech powering up at the top corner. And Geralt doesn't seem like he's really on good terms with these people. I think I've got to go or something. By the way, would we know what the package is? Would I have been able to kind of like sneak and maybe take a look on what it is?
You could
Can I do
use a
check?
story point to say you did.
Okay, I'll use. Sure. Okay. How do I get rid of the story point?
I think there should be something on your character sheet that allows you to spend 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you give me 1 of your tasty little story points to change the story. So we'll say that you curiously looked inside because you were kind of searching for, nomad tech,
I
and
mean, I have Skulldigger, I have knowledge, I have operating. Which one do you want me to roll?
I'm gonna have you do a. It's gonna be knowledge culture check, and I'm going to set the difficulty somewhat high.
It's an untrained It's an untrained skill, though, right? Does it just have
If it's
knowledge,
untrained, then
science?
it's just intelligence.
Okay. I have the savant, so that still adds a bonus die, doesn't it? I can use that for knowledge checks.
I think the savant might do better than that. Does anybody have one that's set up?
Let me go
What,
back.
the savant?
Yeah.
Isn't just a +1
yeah,
success?
they can add. I can just add a square. Yeah,
You're sure it's a square and not a success?
a star.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
adding a success.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How
you
do I have
can manually do that, or you can just say that you did.
I'll just say that I did, and then I'll roll. So the skill untrained knowledge is a basic thing. Would that be fine? It's just 3 die.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 success, so I got 3 successes and 2 threats then?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so you actually succeeded at a very difficult thing.
What do I know about this thing? My learning.
Okay. Interesting. So you got a little glance at what's inside. What is inside appears to be well packed. It appears to be quite fragile, but you did see parts of it. It's some sort of spaceship made out of like crystalline parts with lots of like gold-colored metal that's like connecting these crystalline parts to the outside of it. The part where the pilot would be is rather small compared to the rest of the device. But you recognize it of Winu make. It is a Winu-based device.
Okay. I'm gonna tell my group a little bit through. I took a peek at our cargo. It's Winu. It's a Winu tech. It's also very delicate. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Use the ship, the vehicle as an advantage. They can't harm it, or else they'll harm the cargo.
Okay. While this is happening, very good use of stuff there. Gervalt, you are negotiating with Captain Estelar Kivanerasis. He is trying to like convince you that this deal is fine, and you are aware that he is a member of the opposed faction to your faction, an interplanetary faction conflict. He then let's do an opposed social roll. Why not? What are you trying to do in this encounter? I know what he's trying to do.
I'm trying to delay it. Now that I know that he works for a quote-unquote terrorist organization, I am really hesitant to make this trade happen. So I'm kind of like just trying to delay it as much as possible.
Are you maybe trying to find a reason that you can't let the trade happen?
I wouldn't go that far, but I want to kind of do more of like a tracking, like where is the shipment going, like if I can squeeze more information out of them.
Okay, so you're trying to get information. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you doing so? What social skill would you like to use to do so? I'm assuming maybe coercion? I might even allow like leadership or negotiation.
I'm thinking coercion mostly because I want to be like kind of threatening. It's like tell me like what I see that you have an outfit of a veteran. Which field have you been stationed at?
Yeah, you're like grilling them, but in a backhanded sort of way.
Yeah. Like,
awesome.
I too am a soldier.
Okay, so coercion is done versus discipline in this system. So let me get their discipline going. Okay, they do have it as a skill, so that's good. So what I'm supposed to do, I believe, is kind of convert their ranks in it into a
difficulty.
Like into difficulty, yeah. So I have set their difficulty. It's 1 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
And
I will roll my
did you get like advantages last time on the roll to detect them?
Yeah. I believe so, because that was knowledge, because I got free success because it was a knowledge check of the military.
Okay. I might give you a boost die on this then, which I have already applied.
Okay. If you already applied, then I'm gonna roll it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, 3 successes.
Pretty good.
Cool.
And an advantage.
And an advantage. I'm gonna say that you're going to inflict some strain on this guy.
Okay.
He is just a rival type enemy, so he only has wounds. But if he takes strain, he takes it as wounds. So you're gonna inflict 1 plus the number of successes, so 4 strain on this guy.
He's losing his cool.
Yeah, he's losing his cool a bit. If he had bested you or you had failed, then you would have taken strain instead. But he's already starting to feel it, and since that's kind of with his wounds and stuff, he starts to get suspicious of your intentions. He kind of spouts back to you, "Listen, I'm not here to hear insults from a failed commander that's now working on this derelict station that the Nomad calls pristine. It's far from it, if anything. You're going to do this exchange or we're just going to leave with our product. And
Product. You're saying a government official deals in products, like a common merchant.
I am no common merchant. I'm selling you 4 Dunlane Reapers, prime mechs from the Letnev military. To yours, nomad flunky.
I'm going to but is this another coercion threat type of thing? Because I do have a pair of leaden poniards, and they're magnetically linked. I'm wondering if oh god, I gotta start.
Does Commander Gervolt have the intel that there's a mech powering up
I would
there?
assume.
I'm just waiting for the camera to come back to me.
Kind of,
this,
yeah.
This
Yeah.
discussion can keep having. I trust Chris to pan it over to me when the time is right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna come on, but you did remind me he should probably do that as an incidental. He was going to take a turn and clap back, but I think he could also do a vigilance check now.
So do you want me to make a vigilance check?
Not you, not you.
Okay.
I'll set it at standard difficulty 2.
Although I thought we had comm beads and I would have let Gervald know.
Oh, I mean,
but you're freaking out, and you kind of freak out all the time.
Alright.
okay. So, the officer is not, or the captain is not aware of what's going on. He also got 2 threats, which doesn't really do much in the terms of like a incidental perception check. So I'm gonna say that he doesn't notice that, but he is going to do the same check that you did against him against you, Gervald. So what is your discipline roll normally?
Discipline roll is 3 greens.
3 greens. Okay, so I will set his to 3 greens. Sorry, 3 purples.
Mhm.
Then I will roll coercion. Do. Okay, he failed. So that's fun.
I'm gonna straighten my back, pull my chin back a little, and just like look down on them. It's like, who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
I
am.
Pathetic.
He takes 6 strain from the backlash here. And as you stand your ground, he starts to get a little nervous, and he just kind of barks an order in, well, your native tongue, so you're able to understand it. The slurring Elvish words are kind of incomprehensible to others around. But he says, "Quickly, engage the mechs. They're not cooperating." And at this point, I think it might be time to roll for some initiative.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't deal with terrorists.
It's okay.
You
So
are one.
Denali has powered on the mech with only 2 people noticing, and everybody else is.
Excuse me,
getting
what
in
I
on
do
it.
was backed by the government. It's called a war crime. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right. I do coups and war crimes. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Sanctioned crime. Got it.
let's remove all turns. Everybody is aware of each other. Well, you know,
Kind of.
kind
No.
of.
I think
Oh,
we just
what
know.
do you roll for initiative again?
So that's what I'm trying to figure out because
Oh, right. Cool
you can-
versus.
it's either
yeah.
cool or vigilance, and I believe since you're all aware of each other, let's
Vigilance?
Or at least
Uh,
aware of the present danger.
aware of the present danger. Yeah, you're aware that something's going down. It is weird with some of you being aware and some of you being hidden. I think I'm gonna have everybody that's hiding, Zaldenrock, Shepard, and Nolly, roll stealth as your. Oh no, wait, that doesn't work in this way. I don't think because it won't
Maybe
pop.
just add a bonus to it or something.
Hold on. I also need to make
Hey,
sure
does
that I'm
anyone know
doing.
where our cool and vigilance is located.
It's under initiative at the top, which is
It's at
on.
weapons, talents, and powers.
Yeah, make sure you're doing it from initiative, not just the skills.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so Yeah, I'm gonna say we're all. It just says if prepared or if unexpected is the distinction. So I'm gonna say everybody make a cool check, which I'm gonna do it for them as well.
Everybody be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try, but
Sin's being threatening while cool.
I
know that's not
why?
what that means, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna try and be cool
Sit-
and be like, oh, roll stealth instead, but
Sin is pretending to be cool.
Why am I the only one with purple?
oh, you shouldn't have purple.
Yeah, no.
Um,
That is
so
weird.
that's because you've probably done it not from the initiative.
Oh,
I did, but
No, you did
You're
it
the
from the skills.
yes, I did. Okay, where's the initiative?
If you
oh,
go
It's
to
prob-
weapons,
powers.
Yeah, it's probably
weapons, stats, and
minimized.
powers.
Right at the
Uh,
top.
Right at the top. Hold on.
who,
Yep.
Give me
who's
a
this
sec.
bodyguard?
Give me a sec.
Who's this
Weapons.
bodyguard that's just ready to go?
God,
Just
damn, God, he's so cool.
Let Nev
Okay,
efficiency.
cool. Got it.
You got it.
That's pretty good.
You got it, dude.
Success.
All right.
He's a sneaky boy.
Who was that bodyguard that just blew us everybody
Yeah,
out of the water?
I don't know. He's
Okay. I've also enabled the heavy mech
fucking
for Nolly
Shawn
to be able
Michaels
to
of
use.
bodyguards.
Let's sort these. It looks like.
We got a
Oh, that's
hotshot
going,
first scenario.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so there's 2 NPC slots going first. So
Oh,
they.
so actually we all did bad now that I look at it again.
We didn't
Yeah,
do great.
I sorted it the wrong way. Okay. So,
We did okay.
you did. Okay. So let's do an NPC slot. I'm going to have Duck Captain go first.
I also wanted to ask a question going into this.
Yeah.
How heavy is the speeder that they're on? Is it like big, or is it just
It's
kind of like
extremely big. It's able to hold a small spaceship.
okay? So it's not like a Ford F-150 truck. It's big.
No, it's not a pickup. It's a. It's more like one of those large
Like a-
devices that's for carrying boats.
Have you seen like the trucks that haul like the blades for like
Yeah.
wind turbines or
Yeah.
like military caravans?
Yep.
Those are fucking huge.
Yeah, or like one of the trucks that carries like rocket shuttle parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oversized. Warning and can't think of the word when they usually have like trucks in front and back.
load. Oh yeah, caravan kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have the Letnev Heavy Officer go first. He's going to use a maneuver to move one range band. And then he's going to use a maneuver to take cover. And that's it. He's just going to do those 2 things, which is fine. He doesn't need to take on any more strain than he's already taken on. But he's not necessarily the bravest one. He's kind of nervous, so he's just kind of he's not like running for cover, but he's like backing up and directing Letnev to the mechs. And you see some other minions that are non-combat at this time hop into at least one of the mechs and start activating it. It seems to require multiple people to power it up. Others are running for cover. Another NPC. Let's have the first get in charge. What do they have for weapons? All right. They pull out a particle phaser. Oh my goodness. And then they aim it at Commander Gervalt.
All right.
So, let's see. I'm trying to remember how combat works. We've been doing a good job at just doing normal ass rolls, but so ranged, you're in short range. Yes. So that is an easy check. Do you have any armor?
Yes, I have 0 range defense, but I do have 4 soak.
Okay, so that shouldn't matter for the die roll. If you had armor, it would have added setback dice based on the number.
Okay, hold on. I do have armor though. Let me look. Are you sure? Because the armor only gives me +2 soak. It doesn't give me anything else.
Well, not all
Different
armor.
types of armor give different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it gives defense, some of it gives soak, some of it
Yeah.
gives melee versus range defense, some of it gives stealth bonuses. All right, well, in that case, they are just going to fire away. Difficulty 1, everything should be set. Okay. Let's read out this roll. That is 3 successes for 5 damage. So that's going to be 5 plus the number of successes, so 8 minus the soak, which is 4, you said, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4 damage that you take. You take 4 wounds.
Damn it. I'm already
Yeah,
like
poked.
1/3 down.
They set their phasers to kill.
Also, these are phasers. I just noticed they do stun damage, so you actually take this as strain instead.
Okay, so instead of instead of wounds, it's strain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they set
pass
their
out,
phasers
though.
to stun.
They did. It has stun 3, but they didn't get enough advantages to activate that. It does have disorient, which can pay 2 advantage to make you disoriented. For I think just 1 round. I maybe didn't write down what the number of rounds is for disorient. Okay, so you're gonna apply a
disoriented target adds black
setback.
dice to all skill checks they perform.
Yep. Well, all checks.
Yeah, and you're disoriented for a number of rounds equal to the weapon's disorient rating. So I
Yes.
assume this is a disorient 1.
Yeah, I'll just assume it's disorient 1. So let's put a little thingy on you to make you confused, I guess. We'll say you're disoriented for 1 turn. That was this person's turn. What can they do with their other maneuver? I guess they don't want to get in melee, so they're going to actually maybe just go back here for 1 maneuver. And then they will also take cover, but they're going to take 2 strain because they're taking an extra maneuver. Alright. Who wants the first PC turn?
I was going to say, does anyone have any objection to Nolly stepping in with the mech?
No,
Not
that
at
sounds
all.
Nope.
Okay, because that allows me to ask Chris questions.
How does the mech work?
Yeah, is it the Lazax heavy mech?
It is the Lazax Heavy Mech. I just kind of
Fantastic.
quickly made it available to everybody.
Also, on top of that, what is the silhouette for the mech?
The mech is a Silhouette 4,
Fuck. Okay.
so it's pretty big.
You just want
I
to
can
lift
take on.
things.
I just want to fight. I want to have a mech fight.
Why would
I want to go and
My
punch
mech.
you in the mech.
So I will say that the Heavy Mech, being Silhouette 4, a Silhouette 3 is like the starting size for like a dogfighting ship, like a TIE fighter or an X-Wing kind of ship. So 4 is able to probably pick up a TIE fighter.
Eek.
Yeah, for reference.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 maneuver, potentially 2 if I spend a strain. Let me check ranges on anything's long, which is 3, so that works fine. Okay.
This also has 4 crew rolls in it, so I guess I need to ask. So you probably turned it on. I can let you use a maneuver to switch roles, but you can either be the pilot or the gunner, or there's another gunner, and then there's system operations. But I would assume that you would be switching between pilot and gunner, whether you want to move or if you want to shoot.
Yeah, I think she certainly started in the gunner seat because the whole idea was to like threaten
Yeah,
people.
guns. She did say guns.
Yeah. But after I do some things this round, she might spend a maneuver switching to the piloting seat and walking forward. Yeah.
Sure, scrambling around.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So for thematic stuff, when she boots up the mech, she's gonna like switch on the loudspeaker, like broadcast on it and be like, "All right, you criminals, listen up. It's my day off and you're not supposed to be here and I don't want to get set on fire, so you better leave." And then she sees like the phaser fire off and be like, "Oh no. Everything's so..." And then she stops for a second, her eyes kind of narrow, and she sees the members of the Union sort of going and hopping in the mech.
Yeah, that's an uh-oh moment.
Yeah.
Which weapon are you using?
I think I'm going to use the twin-barreled beam cannon, which is long range. Although I suppose she could use the shoulder missile battery, which is
Okay.
like the big thing.
All right. Well, whichever one you want to choose, it's going to be a gunnery check. So you can do that on your own sheet, if you'd like.
Yes, yeah, right. That'll be down on my sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just find that real quick. Okay, gunnery.
And also, what are you shooting at?
Yeah, so her eyes kind of narrow a little bit, and she sees them down there, and she's like, threat assessment, 3 targets, 4 possible hard targets, 1 hard target being enabled, disabled to maintain weapon superiority, and she'll target the mech that is about to be turned on.
Yes. Only one of them is going to be turned on. You aim it towards that one.
Yeah.
The one that's powering up and starting to shudder to life. So that's 2 range bands away. So that's going to be difficulty 2. Let me set that.
Yeah, the twin barrel beam cannon is long range, so I think that's
it's within that range.
Okay.
Yep. And again, you're using the beam cannon?
Yes, so that is going to be gunnery.
Cool.
And it's the linked. I'll check that again, but it's something to do with like advantages, right?
You can pay 2 advantages and you get a bonus hit.
Yes, right.
Right. Well, threats are not advantages, but successes are good. So that's going to be 2 damage plus 2, so 4. It has breach 2, so it's going to ignore 2 soak.
Yes. It's 3 damage. Damage 3 plus 2. Oh no, but it's minuses. Right.
No, the crit is 3.
Yes. I see. It's offset. Okay, gotcha.
All right. Their soak, rather, for a mech, for a vehicle, the soak is the armor. Like, it's labeled armor. It's a little confusing, but it's fine. So he effectively only has soak 1. So you do 3 damage to them.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. All right. Anything else for you?
Yes, she will sort of like grab onto some of the piping and wiring above and swing out of the seat up into the pilot's seat, grab the controls, punch in some boot codes, and start walking the mech 1 range band forward. So that'll be a strain for that maneuver and then another maneuver.
This is exhausting.
Yep. Well, 2 strain.
It's 2 strain to take.
Oh, 2 strain for the extra maneuver. Right.
Yes. Yeah, we're all remembering the rules, me included. The mech starts shuddering forward. It is the final NPC's turn. They see this mech start to come to life, and they can't really do much about the child inside of it. So they are instead going to try to, let's see, let's try and subdue the vehicle. They're going to move 1 range band forward. Since Gervalt is disoriented, they might as well go for them. Let's do some brawling. So melee is...
Yeah, so is the vehicle in 2 squares?
It exists in 2 squares. Yeah.
Okay. Do I exist in 2 squares?
No.
No, you're in the driver's seat.
Okay, so I'm in the other side.
Vehicle big.
Vehicle big.
More?
Game Master sheet. It's difficulty 2. That's what it's set at. Do you have any melee armor, C?
I do have melee defense. Although my weapon isn't drawn out, so I think you can ignore it.
Oh, because it's from your weapon?
Yeah.
Okay, then we will ignore it. And we will just go for a punch with some snub gauntlets. They activate...
Do I get a penalty because of the disoriented, or is it just...
Nope, because it's a check against you.
Okay.
Alright, they got 2 successes. Okay, so that's 7 damage minus your soak, which is 4, so that's 3 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm taking a pounding.
Okay. Says Link 1, but that's just the number of extra hits that it gives. They don't have the 2 advantage to spend on it, so they can't activate any of their abilities or anything.
Yeah, you need 2 advantage to get the extra hit. Yeah.
Yep. And then they're going to just stay engaged with you. They like you. Because it takes an extra maneuver to get unengaged from somebody. So they're just going to stay there. Next PC turn. Got a bunch of PC turns now.
Let me just get it over with, and so I can... Okay, can anyone heal my disorient, or can I just fight right now to just get it over with?
I mean, you could always just try and get out of there. The disorient will go away at the end of your turn.
Oh, no, I want to kick some ass, because, I'm don't like these guys.
Yeah, you guys are level.
Fight!
You guys are fresh characters. I don't think anybody has too many abilities they can use.
Okay, then in that case, I'm just gonna do it. I do get a black dice, so if you can add that to my roll.
I will, and this is melee, so add a
Yeah,
setback.
my maneuver will be spent to draw the weapon. So.
All right. You could always spend a story point if you wanted to augment your dice or anything in any way.
Yes, feed Chris.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, so you're good to roll, right?
Yep. All right. The setback die didn't offer any awful things, and you managed to get a success. So that's brawn +3. What's your brawn +3?
Brawn +3 is good question. What's this? Okay, brawn +3 is 5.
All right. So 5 total plus 1 success, 6. They have 4 soak as well, so they're going to take 2.
Yep, and I have no advantage, so I can't do linked. My turn is over.
Okay. Do you want to spend any maneuvers or anything? You do have 1 free maneuver, and then you can take an extra one if you want to disengage and then move.
No, the free maneuver was the drawing of the weapon.
Oh, right, you said that. Okay.
Yeah, that should be it for me. I can't afford to spend more strain.
Understandable. Next PC turn.
I kind of want to jump in and help my guy.
Go ahead. Yeah, if you want to do something during a PC slot and you have an idea, jump forward.
Okay, I might just engage this person to try and save. So I spend 1 maneuver to get into the location, so I hop out of the cockpit. I spend 2 strain, right? Strain is the blue? Just
Yep.
to check which it is.
So yeah, you're
no,
spending.
Add 2, not subtract.
Yes. So you add 2 to the blue because the blue is going to be our strain value, and the red is going to be our wounds value for our campaign.
Yeah, so Yara basically leaps forward, pulls out her knife. She has to use a maneuver to do it, and then I guess she makes an attack roll, combat action against it.
Sure.
I
Normally-
can do it talking, right?
Sorry, you can do what?
Talking is like a free action, or what?
Yeah, talking's a free action. I was going to say that it normally would take an action or an extra maneuver to get out of the vehicle plus draw your weapon. But since you were aware of the situation going on, I could say that you were able to get the jump and jumped out of the vehicle preemptively.
I could have at least had my weapon drawn as soon as I.
Or at
learned
least
about it.
that. So I'm going to say you saved a maneuver.
Okay. So I still had to use strain and everything to get over here. So now I go to weapon. And I should just be able to push this button if I got all this stuff in there.
Oh, yeah, but I forgot to...
Properly? Oh, you didn't set it up for the...
I didn't set it up, but we can just ignore one of the threats. So that was a miss.
Okay, so it was just a miss.
It was just a miss, but 1 threat. So I'm going to say that you take on... Let's see. You lose the benefits of a previous maneuver. I'm going to say you drop your weapon.
Oh, god damn it. Do I drop it into the square, or do I drop it onto the vehicle?
No, you just drop it during the combat. You leap at them with your collapsible blade, and then the Letnev kind of like uses their snub gauntlets to grab the blade and then just kind of knock it out of your hand with a vibrating force of their snub gauntlets.
Alright. I'm gonna just yell to the commander, get onto the vehicle!
Alright,
We have to get going!
You call out to Gervolt. Next PC turn.
Question.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be my turn, but if I were to slither into the hauler and try and pilot that ship that Yara told me about, would that be piloting?
That would be piloting because it is a small ship. It is, however, very secured. It's designed to be shipped right now, like it's packed up.
Okay.
It's like the wheels are locked and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. If I were to drive the hauler, would that be driving?
That would be driving, yes.
That would be driving. Okay, sorry. It's like, yes, these are very obvious questions, but this is...
No, that's fine. Piloting is for dogfighting kind of ships. Driving is for land vehicles, and then operating is like standing on the bridge of the Enterprise kind of ships.
Could I make an argument that operating would kind of work since it's a hauler? Especially since I don't have driving as a proficiency.
It's for driving because it's a car.
Okay.
Yeah, you were just told to drive it because I guess the Nomad just thinks all SAR are the same.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Also, you could probably drive it like, a grandma would drive like a car on Sunday,
that's
but that
what-
doesn't mean you know how to do like wheelies and shit on it.
Anybody
Yeah,
can get a
It's
U-Haul.
Molman.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the difference.
Anybody can get a U-Haul. Not everyone can drive the big ones.
Yeah, like we saw one almost going into both lanes the other day.
Yeah, it's fun.
Jiminy
Happy.
Cricket.
Fuck you, it's January. Anybody
Um,
want to go?
So, I had thoughts. I wanted to like try and steal the hauler, but that would be like communication between Shepard and Zoldark.
Zalden Rock?
Zoldenrock.
Zoldenrock. I don't have the name up in front of me.
I just gotta pick it up. When you say steal, I just gotta pick it
Man,
up.
dog.
No, I can't pick it up. I was gonna get into it. I originally wanted to pick it up, but it's way too big.
Oh, is it not visible for you guys for other people's tokens?
No, it is.
No, I have my character sheet just up in front of me for notes. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So instead of me scrolling to find it,
That's
sorry,
fine.
I messed up your name.
All right. See the people on the left, 4 mechs, and then the 2. Get them.
From your description, you are supposed to be taking the hauler hostage.
Oh, it's the
Already
oh, we
used
wanted
the item.
the hauler hostage.
Yeah, you're supposed to be taking that back to the Nomad. I forgot to like give you that explicit detail. I sort of meta-contextually gave it to you.
Yeah,
Um,
you
The
said
Nomad
package, I
wants
think,
back
right?
what he's offering.
Yes, which is what's in the hauler.
Yeah.
Right. And am I correct to assume that the bad people are trying to take it, so that taking them out would be beneficial?
You have been given free.
I am a choo-choo train, so
You have been
my
given
thing is
free
point A
reign.
to point B, which means take the item, don't care about anything else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
But you said stay until go.
Oh, well. Now. That's what I'll give you. You'll be a distraction for me.
Okay, that works.
Shepard's gonna be like, prime directive, take the item, sprints over, just tackles the truck. It doesn't move an inch, and they just keep standing. They're just trying to.
All right.
That's really fucking cute.
That sounds like Zaldenrock's telling Shepard to go next.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll
why not?
take the next PC turn. I want to
Okay.
see. So driving is separate from operating,
Oh,
right?
you're not going to get there in time. I'll
Yeah.
tell
No,
you
I'm
that.
making sure. I am going to use all of my actions to move in.
So you'd get
So
to
it's-
here, right? Because
Yes.
this is a 2-spot. And you'd have to take 2 strain, right?
Oh, actually, you would only get here.
Because it's 2.
Yeah, and you've done like half a maneuver, so you're like here. We'll say that that's how that works.
If you want
Okay.
to take 2 strain.
Yeah.
Do your extra maneuver.
Sure. Actually, yeah, I'll take 2 strains so I can just start moving in.
Everybody just sees a giant the mech in the corner just stand up as well, like, why are there 2 mechs?
Stood up and light is now red.
Oh.
running.
Okay, so Shepard's turn.
Garvell, we gotta go, Garvell, we gotta go.
Okay, so Sin is going to communicate with Yara as like, grab the commander, I'll take the driver's seat, and slithers into the hauler driver's seat.
Mm-hmm. So that's one maneuver.
Can I turn the hauler on so the gas is ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, you turning it on I don't think is much of a problem. I would not count that I'd count that as part of getting in the car, to be honest.
Yeah.
You
So-
could check to see if there's any maneuvers you could do that could help other people as well.
Wait, so is this... I'm gonna do something maybe kind of bitchy. Is second Kindreth... Can I back the hauler up
So
so it
I was
bumps?
waiting for this.
Can I run this bitch over so Yara can grab the commander? And
You
then
can
we
certainly
just-
try.
Okay.
So
Let's-
you increase
Bad
its
idea there.
you increase the hauler's speed to 1. Its maximum speed is 3. and you're gonna move onto, well, the second. So let's make
I
some
love how
room.
everyone's just being slowly shuffled out.
Let's fully move into this space and become
Do
engaged.
we gotta make test checks?
Yeah, so this is interesting. I think
Please,
What
I'm gunning it.
what is your driving like what dice do you roll for driving?
Just agility, but I have 4.
Okay.
So on your skills, it should be like 4 greens.
It's 4 greens. Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna take a brief look at the vehicle rules to see if anything is involved here.
Like ramming.
I think it's one of those sort of untrained skills doable, but with issues.
Okay, so there is some stuff that we can apply here. Okay, so there's some stuff we can apply. The hauler is silhouette 3, and they are silhouette 1, so we're going to add 2 setbacks to this check, because it's harder to hit smaller targets with vehicles. I'm going to say it's difficulty 2 because it's melee, quote unquote. And I'm going to have you do a driving check. So
Okay.
you may proceed. I have set this up.
Okay.
If you'd like, you can use a story point to augment this roll.
Don't do it yet.
You have 3
I-
story points.
But I don't,
They
Like-
refresh at the end of the session.
which is in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct?
that's fair.
Which means less than an hour for us to use them.
They're just spice. It just makes the game spicier.
Okay, let's spice it up. I
Yeah.
want to run a bitch over.
You are encouraged to use
Yeah.
story points if you want
Okay.
something to happen.
It's
I-
the do cool stuff button.
I want to do cool stuff.
I will hit +1 on the upgrade button so you can proceed.
Thank you. Okay, so proceed now.
Yep. 2 successes and a threat.
That's not
I'm
too
gonna
bad.
figure out how to spend that threat.
And you can hear the revving.
In the meantime, activate the story point. Somebody. Cool. Okay, so you hit them. Fuck, I was hoping you didn't hit them. I need to figure out how much damage you do.
Oh no.
I think you killed the person.
Okay, so normally with a collision, all vehicles suffer a critical hit, minus their defense times 10. So, defense is normally armor for a vehicle. Do they have armor? They do not have armor. So I think they're just gonna suffer a critical hit, which I don't recall what that does for rivals. They're not the same as people. Oh, critical injuries. Maybe it'll do it automatically. Let's see.
Rivals suffer critical injuries normally.
Okay.
However, when a rival exceeds their wound threshold, they can be killed outright instead of being incapacitated.
Okay.
So it does still use the critical injury roll.
Okay. So they have taken on an agonizing wound, which increases the difficulty of all brawn and agility checks by 1 difficulty die until the end of the encounter. So they add another purple die to everything.
You ran over their goddamn leg.
Yeah. It's weird for them to not suffer any wounds, so I'm just going to say that because they're 2 size difference and you got 2 successes, I'll say they take 4 wounds.
Thank you.
Cool. You ran them over. Gervald. I'm going to have you make
Sorry, Commander.
I'm going to have you make an incidental check to get out of this situation. So let's see what skill would work here. I'd assume something agility like.
Negotiation. Please don't run me over.
Please don't run me over.
The please don't run me over check.
Let's call it coordination.
Okay, coordination. Okay. Are you adding any? Oh yeah. That's gonna add 1 black die because of my. No, my disoriented is spent. So
Yep.
I need to. I should get rid of that.
Yeah.
And then you said the coordinate, right?
Yep, and I'm setting the difficulty at 2.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it now.
Okay, you succeed. You duck out of the way of the vehicle. You're still engaged with the vehicle, but it didn't hit you.
Okay, I twirl around.
Okay,
Nice.
we've fought our way through this situation as the truck backs up onto the second Kindrith. She's knocked away and takes a terrible wound, an agonizing wound, in fact. All right, so that's Sin's action and a maneuver, and it's technically a maneuver to pilot it as well to change the speed. So, so I think you're done.
Yes, I am.
Last PC slot, Zaldenrock.
It's on me. Now I gotta remember how to do this.
Oh no!
So
Just shoot your gun.
I
What else
can,
do you
but who at this point?
All the
Well-
people look exactly the same.
I know. All
So
right.
the situation is a car backed up into one of them. The car is the thing that you're after. A Creuse just hopped into it. It looks like they might be trying to make a getaway.
All right. So I think I need to get towards the hauler, like Shepard is doing.
You might be able to try and disable the hauler with a shot or something.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to
Jay, you gotta get shot.
That's
disable
okay.
it.
There's 2 ways to disable a vehicle, mechanically and the pilot.
Oh, I see. How many? So, how far away am I from here to this person? Is that long or is that extra? or
That's
whatever it
medium.
is? Oh, this is medium. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 spaces
1,
away.
2. Okay. So, and then for me to move here takes how many maneuvers?
2 maneuvers because you're crossing a yellow line.
Okay.
That's how we're doing it anyway.
And then does my sniper need to be prepared? I already have it out.
You got it out.
All
Work
right.
the pilot, go for his throat.
Sorry, I just realized Nolly shouldn't have been able to move closer because this is a yellow line.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, then put yourself
Which is fine.
here. Because you still spent a maneuver.
Okay, that's fine. I think I would actually still prefer to be that far away in terms of range anyway, but
Oh, actually, I think you might be able to change the speed by 2 levels because it's a vehicle. It would just take on system strain. So
I'm
I'll
gonna say
I can give the vehicle 2 strain and have you end here.
no, I think it's okay if we just don't do the movement because I might just do it this next turn anyway.
All right.
So I think I'll move and then I'll take 2 strain to do a shot. Is that something I can do?
Action shouldn't take a strain. A strain is like 2
He's
maneuvers.
taking strain because he's moving 2 maneuvers.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, and I'll shoot. Just had the strain. And then I'm gonna go for. So is this person eliminated, or are they still like in the game?
They're
Everyone's
wounded,
still
but
around.
they're still there.
Um,
I'm
think I'd
also
be more
going to say that since you're hidden, I believe that gives you some sort of advantage. I don't think I have it written on my little GM screen that I have here.
I do not know.
Yeah, C, do you remember if there's anything for being hidden?
For combat
attacking
results?
attacking from hiding?
Let me do a quick search.
Okay. If not,
While he's doing the quick search, can I ask a?
go ahead.
Sorry, it's not really related. This is just a general. I think I know
Oh,
the
I
answer,
found
but
it.
I want to.
But ask your question.
Okay, because just as a general clarifying question, because wounds are a thing that builds up to the threshold, when we see people on the screen who have a small red bar, that means they are healthier. When their red
Yes.
bar
Right.
is larger, they are closer to dying. Yeah, I figured that was the answer. I just wanted to verbalize it for other people.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good thing to verbalize. Also, I thought I found it, but I did not. But I'm just going to say that since you are hidden, I'm going to give you 2 boost dice to your attack roll.
All right, so I'm gonna attack this person because I don't want them to get in a mech and ruin this whole thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll beam rifle them.
All right. You beam rifle them. let's find their stats so that I can give
Were
you.
you looking for possibly what is called aim?
No,
No, for
I'm looking for
stealth.
attacking from hiding.
Attacking my just making sure because I didn't know if it would count as like aiming from that one spot.
If they took the maneuvers too, then it would have been. Let's see.
No, I didn't have enough actions to do that.
So we're gonna need to do the roll again because you're attacking from short range. So it's actually a less difficult thing, and I also never applied the boost dice.
Yeah, taking cover. So if you were from cover, then you just gain the benefit of like having cover throughout the entire time you're in cover.
Well, that's not
all. You
hiding.
don't get anything else. That's what I mean. Like it's kind of the same hiding and taking cover. You're still behind something.
All right. Well, that would normally just increase your defense. Either way, you're attacking from hiding. I'm giving you 2 boost dice.
All right, so now I go.
Now reroll. Weirdly less good of a result.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
more
it's hard to.
egregious.
I don't have a
it's-
threat anymore. That's something.
It's not hard to be less good than 6 successes.
Yeah. I mean, the dice are narrative. So that's 2 successes, 5 damage. So 7 damage because of the bonus. Also, you can activate the critical if you'd like. I think that's all you can really do with that based on your item abilities. Otherwise, you can do anything that you could normally spend advantage on.
And that's
You can find that in combat
combat
and
actions.
spending die results.
The critical is probably good, though, I would imagine.
The critical
Of
will
spending
inflict
combat
a
results.
critical wound on them.
Yeah, that.
All
Yeah.
right. Just want to remember how critical wounds work. Good. I didn't write it down.
Nice.
Fantastic. I'll just hit their button again. Which technically they both have the same sheet, so I'll just have to remember that one is on each. Okay. They got a minor nick. They
Aha!
suffer 1 strain. That's fine.
So critical.
It deals an additional damage to them.
Yeah, what any 30-year-old wakes up with. Got it.
That's 7 minus 4 is 3, plus the 1 from a little nick. So that's 4.
You gave
total
them a
damage.
paper cut.
All right, and I think that's me.
All right. They're caught off guard as you hop out from behind, like that destroyer over there, and they kind of trip over their own feet and take a little scrape. All right. Back to the NPC turns. Let's try and wrap up this combat. I feel like we can wrap it up in a round now that everybody's arrived.
I think so.
So let's have the captain. Oh, captain, the captain.
Especially if you give us back a story point.
They should give us a story point. Let's see.
No, we don't need this to escalate.
So he was benefiting from cover still. I guess he'll continue to take cover. Oh, short range though. I guess he has to get out from behind cover if he wants to interact. So he's going to get a little closer. With a maneuver. Let's use his Magno Thumper against Gervalt, which is at short range. It's going to be difficulty 1. We don't have any ranged armor of any kind. I think it's just a normal roll then. Oh, but he missed. He can activate abilities from it, though. It's got Concussive and Knockdown. Concussive can make them staggered. What does staggered do? It means can't take actions. Yeah, let's do that one.
Ragdoll.
So the captain, the Letnev Union captain, pulls out a Magno Thumper, which is a powerful short-range blasting device. It launches out this like kind of thick bullet that launches towards you like a grenade almost, and just explodes on impact. It's mostly concussive force, but it's extremely dangerous. It blasts you back a bit, and you are, what's the term that they use again? Staggered. So you can't take actions next round.
You're like, you got blasted with a stun phaser, you're dizzy, the truck backs up into you, you stumble forward, you get hit with an explosive ball, you get slapped back into the truck.
You know, this is looking like an episode of Police Squad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that was a maneuver in action. I think they might need to like just move out of the way again. They're gonna take another maneuver to get the heck back here and take 2 more strain.
Is he gonna pass off just doing cardio back and forth?
He's old. He's like 300. All right. It's also the top of the round. I never really put in the mech's like turn, so I'm just gonna have him go at the top of the round after this guy.
Wasn't next like just the player initiative anyway? So
I guess so. Yeah.
yeah, character initiative. They're not automatic.
Yeah, but I didn't put in a slot for them. So I'm going to have one of the mechs go, the one that was powering on.
Yeah.
Let's have them do... Oh, they have the same kind of weapons that you do. So they're going to shoot at the hauler.
Really? Okay.
They are going to shoot at the hauler. We'll get into it. I just need to find the guy who's shooting and then do a gunnery check.
These guys are idiots. No wonder they're no longer in the military. Rumble.
Gunnery. Oh, it's needs to be one more die, so I'm gonna roll 1 additional die. Okay, so they failed. They did get 1 advantage, so they don't really have any strain either, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. They shoot at the hauler and miss. The captain then yells at them, "Be careful! That thing's fragile cargo! We can't let it get damaged!" And then they kind of just like are talking in Letnev in the confusion on their comm beads, and then the mech shudders and then starts moving forward. It doesn't take on any strain as of yet. So let's go to another NPC action. Have this lady get the heck out of here. She's going to move this way, which is 1 maneuver, but she also needs to spend a maneuver to get out of range to disengage. That's gonna incur some strain. Then she's going to... Oh, she only has snub gauntlets, huh? Okay, so she's gonna hit first and then run. She's gonna attack Yara. Let's do that. We are in melee. This is a...
She had a dog, and that can never be allowed to happen.
I know. We can't do this.
Why would you do such
This
a
is a
thing?
JoJo villain. We gotta kill him now.
I'm also going to use a story point.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh, beans.
I don't have my knife, so I don't even have defense.
Oh, that's good. For me. Okay.
1 success.
Against all odds, 1 success. No anything else. So you take 6 damage minus your soak. What's your soak?
I have soap 1.
Really? You have
Fuck
1
yeah.
brawn?
Or it said soap 1. I think I have more brawn. I think I have 2 brawn. A lot of brawn.
Okay,
I think it's
so
your soak number plus your brawn, right?
yeah, it's any soak that's granted by armor plus your brawn.
What
So
armor
you-
do you have?
So you might have just done the calculation wrong. Let me see.
Dan, what armor do you have?
I have the Field Scholar Environmental Armor, and I was looking at the wrong thing. We'll check that. I have soap 2.
Okay.
Okay, so
That makes more sense. So then I would take 4 damage, you said? Because it was 5 total, or how much
It was 6 total, because it's 5 plus the 1 success.
Okay.
So that'll be 4 damage.
Alright, I'm still kicking.
Alright, then they disengage and move into this next space. Okay, PC turn. Who wants to go?
Guess I'll keep running.
Yep.
Alright. So you do 1 maneuver to finally get into the red.
spend another maneuver to get into the next red.
Yep.
So that's 2 maneuvers, and can I push myself again?
So you spent 2 strain to do another maneuver.
Okay.
I'm realizing
I think there's
now.
like 3.
I'm realizing now that I think even though sometimes we've been doing 3 maneuvers each turn, I think there's still a maximum of 2 maneuvers per turn.
Yes,
Oh,
there
okay.
is a maximum.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'll be honest, I forgot. So from now on, I think we're gonna have to enforce that. So Shepard, you
Oh,
can
now
do.
I can't run in 3.
Yeah, you did last turn though, but that's fine. You can still
you can
take
punch the lady next to you.
You could.
Yeah.
You can take anything that counts as an action, and an action is anything that forces a check of some kind.
So like shooting a gun.
Shooting a gun, shoving a
Okay,
guy.
so I was legal. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're legal.
Because it doesn't say like attack as action. It's just like, is that what a combat check is?
A combat check is an action, yes.
Oh,
Dan, make sure you take 2 more less damage from your brawn staff. Your environmental suit is +2 soak, so it's +2 to your brawn.
Okay. So while you're wearing that, Dan, you have an additional 2 soak for 4. So you can take 2 less wounds.
You have strain on you right now, right, Shane?
I have
Wait,
4 strain on me.
It says reduce the rating of hazards related to the environment by 2. That's why I'm just double checking.
Oh.
I think that's only if I'm
No,
like
but
a
it's-
But your
On
armor
page-
actually has 2 soak.
Yeah, on
Oh,
page
okay.
120, you have 2 soak from the sealed environmental suit, yeah.
Okay.
And so it's, your
Then-
brawn
and then
plus
you have-
that.
Yeah, and then you have additional rule on top of that.
If you're
Oh, okay.
brawny, you can take damage. If you're brawny and you're wearing a shirt, you can take more damage.
Oh, so
Yeah.
because I'm wearing like a hazmat suit that's like,
An armored
Stuffy.
hazmat suit.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad that that you guys are able to look these up, because sometimes I'm unable to reach them. All right, Shepard, still on you.
Staying here. I'm not gonna do anything else other than get to that item.
Okay, are you taking out any items or
Nope.
weapons or
Wait,
anything?
you could do a
No.
perception check just to read the area better.
Like-
If you can't, why not just make a skill check to read the room? You know?
Because choo-choo.
Okay.
I already know what I need.
All right. Understandable.
What's the rule if you're trying to help an ally onto a vehicle?
That's a menu. Oh, help somebody onto a vehicle?
Yeah, I want to be able to just grab my knife and then help Commander Gervalt onto the vehicle so we can get out of here.
I would let you supplement somebody else's maneuver. I don't think that there's necessarily a rule on that, but I would say if you spent a maneuver, that would mean that somebody else doesn't have to. Like you're helping
Okay.
them on.
Well, I guess I should wait until we have a double PC turn then. Would make the
Hmm.
most sense. Somebody else should go ahead of me.
Yeah, so if Shepard's done, then we will move to
Yep.
the last NPC turn, who is this guy. They are going to shoot. They just got shot at by Zaldenrock, so they notice that there's an ambush. They set us up. They're going to shoot back at you, thinking,
Yeah, sure.
assuming that you guys are, with each other. So you're in short range. They don't have any minuses or anything. Yeah, it's fine. Pew pew. Oh,
That's bad.
well, I do need to re-roll that because you're in short range. Okay, so it's not a triumph. But
All right, well, it's
That's
something.
still bad.
still 3 successes. So this is stun damage. They have particle phasers. So that's going to be 8 minus your soak.
5.
Okay, so you take 5 strain because of
Oh, it's
this.
strain.
Yep, they deal damage as strain damage.
Good for them. I'd
It's
rather take a
stunning you.
wound at this point.
Yep, you get a grazing shot and your body feels numb all over. You can't take much more of this. You already had enough stress doing travel today.
Yeah, apparently.
And then they're going to take cover, which is a maneuver. And they can do another maneuver. Meh. I think they're fine. They'll just stay here and not do an extra maneuver. Okay, PC turns. Got a long string of them.
I'll just go first, just to get mine out of the way. Just pick up my weapon and then help Gervald. So Gervald, if you want to get on top of the thingy, you get a free maneuver.
All right. Yara hops off the hauler temporarily and then like picks up their dagger that fell and then picks up Gervald as well.
All right. Do you have any other actions to do?
Let me see actions.
Those are
Yeah, those are maneuvers for the most part.
You could shoot, like, do suppressing fire if you want. Well, I guess you
I don't think
have
they
a
have a
dagger
gun.
in your hand.
I don't got a gun. I
Oh,
don't
God.
have a gun.
Just wave it around.
Well, there.
Skill check. Any non-incidental skill checks, some abilities require an
Do
action.
you have any ways to do like?
I can heal
healing?
you if you want.
Oh,
Want me to do a healer?
Yeah, that's
Dermal
fine.
healer?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Okay, I have to
well,
look
unless
this
you
up
need
real
to spend an item to do so. If you don't need to do it, then that should be fine too.
Let me just double check. I think I can spend an item. It just I have to roll to see if I keep it. What are they called? Med something. Hold on.
Dermal sealer?
Well, there's
No, I
dermal
think he
sealer.
has a special item,
Okay.
but I do not recall what it is. But I do know what you're talking about. So I'm
Yeah, give me
gonna
1 second.
see if I can find it. Medicum?
Yes.
I just happened to open to the page. It allows your character to heal other characters' wounds or critical injuries without penalty, as well as their own by increasing the difficulty by 1 instead of 2. If your character's medicine check generates threat or despair, then it has been depleted.
Despair.
I have good, decent medicine, so basically I can heal you, and then there's a pretty good chance it'll go away. But I mean, why not? You're
Yeah.
hurt.
Okay. Then yeah. Slap a band-aid on me.
Yes. In medicine, I guess.
Yeah.
Just a straight medicine check, then, Chris.
So, I don't think that this is intended to do as an action. I think this is out of combat.
Oh,
have to
okay.
use
Because it's dermal sealer.
Oh no,
that's,
no, first aid once per encounter. So this is fine.
Okay.
Difficulty based on current wounds plus 2 if you're treating yourself.
So it's not current wounds, and the
So your
Yeah.
current wounds, what are your current wounds, Gervald? It's below half your maximum threshold, so it's
Yeah.
difficulty 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is.
Yeah, this
Hopefully I
isn't
won't-
as bad as we thought it was. I'm gonna set the difficulty, which is at 1.
Okay, so as long as I don't roll terribly, this should be fine.
Mhm.
All right, I have
Yeah.
plenty of band-aids.
You heal wounds per success, so you can heal
okay,
up
so
to 4
I'm
wounds.
back to full.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still have band-aids left over. Essentially, I was able to quickly just be like, okay,
Yeah.
let me see
Yeah, you
there.
just
I
slapped
take out a
on.
band-aid, slap
I can
it on,
just
like
spend big stuff to say you ran out.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's good use of skill.
cool.
Okay,
Okay,
then
that one action.
I'm just gonna take over next and just do a maneuver to hop on board, and just say get the hell going. And since I can't do an action because I got staggered, then I think that's just it for my turn.
You could use do you have another maneuver you could use to like hide or take cover? You are on a
I mean, I'm
ship.
in the van. That's good
I guess
enough.
that's fair.
Yeah, Gervald can't take actions this turn because he was staggered. So he's just
so
maneuvering.
my turn is over. Rest of the turn continue.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
I can go.
Okay.
Nolly in the mech she's still trained on the one that is active, and she will spend a maneuver aiming and then firing the shoulder shard missile battery.
Okay.
But when doing that, I would like to spend a story point to use my adaptable skill or adaptable power, which is once per session I can spend a story point to use any skill I want when I make a skill check. So I will roll piloting instead of gunnery.
Okay. You use piloting to orient the ship into the correct direction preemptively before hopping into the gun port, and it helps you with your aiming significantly.
Yeah.
So let's set up this roll. Let's see.
So the missile battery is a strategic range weapon, but it also has, I had to decipher what this last little thing is. It can't be used at anything medium range or closer. So I think this is long range, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it can be used.
Yep, this is long range.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it is long range. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so it's long range, which means it's difficulty 3. And I don't think there's any other things going on here. You spent a story point.
Yep. Here, yeah, I'll do that now.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll.
All right, do you have the bonus die in, or do you need me to?
Oh, bonus die. Is the
From
aiming. Just one?
Yep.
Okay, you're good. Fantastic. That's 3 plus 2 advantages, and what can your advantages do with this weapon?
Well, it has, let's see, crit 2. So I can deal a critical, and it also has vicious 3, so I will add plus 30 to the critical roll.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it is damage 3, so 6 damage with breach 4.
Okay, 6 damage. Oh my god, I have so many sheets open. Yara, what the fuck are you doing here? Okay. Okay, what's the damage, first off?
Damage is 3.
Damage is 3 plus your 3 successes, so 6. That's going to be... You're at 9 wounds right now, and then I'll do the critical hit, which is going to be modified by 30. Okay, navigation is damaged. The vehicle's navigation is compromised. Its handling becomes... That should be -3, I think, unless it's already lower. Or its handling... It should be -3, because there's like a broken symbol in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it adds, I think, it adds 3 setback dice to them trying to pilot it.
Okay.
Which isn't that effective here, because they're just kind of walking. But it's fine. Okay, I think that's you, right?
Yes. Does the critical do an extra damage or not? No, that's a critical success, right?
No, I think I think that the critical just does whatever the critical says.
Okay, cool. Let me just. Yep, I think that is everything for that attack. So that was a maneuver, action, and now I will spend. Nolly will accrue 2 strain to move a half band closer.
Okay, sounds good. Well, actually, technically, you're just doing a maneuver to move the ship. So the ship is going to take 2 strain.
Okay.
And now its speed is 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does actually change a whole band.
Which is going to be the green icon. So its maximum speed is 3.
Okay, cool.
And you basically taken on heat. All right. Next PC turn.
All right. I think I want to move.
All right.
So how many maneuvers would it take to get to like this band?
2, which you do have. Oh, though the important thing is you're moving into this area, which means that you're going to be engaged with them. Which means that it'll take an extra action to disengage. So you actually won't be able to get there.
God.
You could go here. And then here. Which would be in 2 actions.
Run him over.
Or 2
Just a
maneuvers,
bird.
rather.
1, 2. And then... So you can take 2 maneuvers and an action for free, or do you have to...
You can take a maximum of 2 maneuvers. If you take a second one, it takes 2 strain, unless you use your action to take that second maneuver. Then it becomes free.
So if you take an action, then you take 2 strain by essentially having to use your extra maneuver.
All right, so if I take... What do I have left right now if I took 2 maneuvers? Do I have an action left?
If you take 2 strain, then you have an action left.
Oh, okay.
Pew, pew.
What happens when I reach the max amount of strain?
You pass out.
You pass out. You're unable to fight anymore.
I guess that's not an option. I'll stay here then.
You're having a bad day. That's stressful.
Apparently, it's a rough day.
Well, you got hit with a
bird.
stun blast, so understandable.
I did.
Birds are very prone to stress. They tend
I was
to
hoping
die.
that Shepard being right next to that person would be like, all right.
Like a block or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But-
unfortunately, they're kind of in the way that these zones are laid out.
Shepard cares only for the truck.
It's true.
Beep beep.
There's like a person shooting you with stun lasers right next to Shepard, and they're just looking straight at the truck.
No one's hit me. I haven't changed my direction, so whatever.
All right, final PC turn. I think it's Sin.
Okay, yes, it would be Sin.
Book it.
I kind of want to book it. However, Sin knows about the heavy mech. Can I do like a perception check to see like if I see Nolly, if I see Zalden Rock, if I'm aware of their presence?
You're
And
definitely
if
aware
I
of Zalden
re-
Rock.
Yeah.
You recognize them as a Shikrai. You do not recognize them as a person. Maybe if you knew their name, you might unlock their...
It's oh dear, there's an organic in front of me. My question is because Sin and Nolly know each other, does he notice her?
That's a good question. You're at medium range. Yara's the one that saw the mech powering up, but Nolly is crawling all over the thing. I'll let you do a percent. Oh, you also spoke over the loudspeaker.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe Sin recognized her voice on
Then yeah,
the mech
you
speaker, yeah.
recognize Nolly's voice, so that must be Nolly in the mech.
Cool.
Oh shit. My kid.
My child.
So
Well, you know that Nolly can cover your ass, so you can get going.
yes.
And also, there's a child now in combat that you're leaving behind.
Yeah.
It's a Yordian child. It does not matter. Go.
I mean, you could just.
She's red. Yes, she does. You,
You
don't
can-
understand.
You can maneuver over here. There you go. You're next. You can pick her up.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's actually what I was going to do. So I'm going to forward motion, turn the wheel,
Left turn.
move towards Nolly, and
You cut the wheel.
exactly.
All right. I'm gonna say that you are changing the speed of the truck from -1 to +1, so it's gonna take on 2 strain.
Okay.
2 heat.
2 heat, yeah. But then you will move over here by 1 space.
All right.
And then Sin is going to stick his head out, like lean out of the door and say, Nolly, get in!
Yeah, when you lean out and you like look into the like the sort of like half open cockpit doors, you see like she has a very stern look on her face, focused on the controls, and her eyes are very narrowed. But then when you call out to her, her eyes open back up, and you notice the shade of her irises goes from sort of a dark pine green to the much more bright emerald that you're used to seeing. And she turns over and she's like, "Sin, what are you doing here?
Is Noodle with you? Come on. We need to get out of here.
Wait, you were in the... Do you know these guys?"
I wanted to buy you lunch.
What?
Get in the car,
Gosh.
bitches. We're going shopping.
I'm gonna get fired. Okay.
Do I know about Nolly or not yet?
That's up to you.
And I think all I got is the rumors because my rumor's pretty rough. So I'm just like, oh, she's here. Oh, is that okay? Is it fine?
Yeah, if you have the rumors and you hear the name Nolly, you might have heard about that kid that's on the station.
Yeah. So my rumor's pretty bad. So I'm just like, are you sure, Sin? This is fine. Are you sure?
Yes, I am absolutely certain. Nolly is good. Nolly is friend.
Oh, okay.
Nolly is red.
Nolly is red.
Okay,
And
yeah.
not
I
like
mean,
the-
on my next turn, I'll jump over.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so I think that's the end of Sin's turn.
All right. I'm gonna say. So I think that was just a maneuver for you to maneuver the ship. If you wanted to do an action still, you could probably do something, but I don't know what's possible to do.
I have a knife, so no. I don't think I can activate my stealth tech, I guess, so I'm like no one's driving the truck.
I suppose so. It might be. That would count as concealment, I guess, if somebody were trying to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Can't hit the driver because they can't see the driver.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, they know generally where you are, but they can't get a precise beat on you.
You don't know if I'm upside down and driving this whole thing with my feet.
Yeah.
They just
Okay.
look and they're like, it's on autopilot. I don't know
Yep.
where to shoot.
You use another maneuver using your action to not incur strain, and then you activate your stealth gear.
Yep.
All right, we go to top of the round. Okay. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be the captain. It's just a slot. Let's try to attack Shepard. Kindrith doesn't think that their snub gauntlets are gonna do much against this Titan that was cargo a second ago. So let's switch their weapon using a
I
maneuver.
play Street Fighter. You can punch a car. You can damage a car. Do it.
And then they are going to attack with range in melee. So let's see. Ranged while engaged. So it's easy plus. Oh, I'm not sure how this works. Maybe I don't want to do this then. Let's just use the snub gauntlets. And I'm going to make a note to myself, because I forget this every time. How to attack ranged in melee. Because I think what I have written down is how to hit somebody with a weapon. Like, butt them with
like
the...
pistol whip them.
Yeah, pistol whip them. And I don't want to say that it's easy, because I don't think it's necessarily easy. So they're going to keep their snub gauntlets out and try to attack some weak points on Shepard, if they can.
Snubs and pray.
Oh, god damn it. I didn't do the... It's only 2 difficulty. There was a boost die attached. And there wasn't supposed to be. Okay, 1 success, 2 advantage. Which can let them do the linked effect. So they're going to hit with both of their snub gauntlets, possibly disabling like one of your more vital areas or something. So they're going to get 2 hits on you. That's 5, 6 damage. That's 6
I have
damage
soak
twice.
5.
Soak 5, so you take 2 damage.
They really do just punch a metal wall.
I am a machine.
Yeah, I guess 2 hits isn't as terrible when you apply the soak twice. That's fun. All right, that was their turn. They could
Does
take
Shepard
2.
react at all?
I don't know. Actually, they can take 2 strain and try and escape. They're gonna disengage and move off this way. That's 2 maneuvers for them because they never changed weapons. All right. This guy is going
They
to
punched a wall and got scared and ran away.
This guy's going to move forward, and they see the Titan as well. They're shouting at it, "Stun that thing!" And let's stun you. Now this should
Did
be...
the special go off for the first one, for the link?
Yeah, the link was they hit you twice, so I did damage to
Oh,
you twice. Their damage is 5 plus 1 success, and that happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? GM list. Okay, set it to difficulty 1. We shoot particle phaser at Shepard. Okay. That should hit. Well, I mean, it's a success. It hits. So that's 8 damage minus the 5 resistance.
5 soak.
Yeah, so that's going to do 3 strain damage.
Oh, was the first one also strain, or was that technically just wound?
No, that
Okay,
was,
that one was wound. Okay.
It would have been. That's what I was trying to do. I had to have this person do it.
So 3 strain. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry. So, Chris, I looked into the combat difficulty thing, and I think what's in the combat difficulty is true, meaning that, like, if you have a ranged weapon and you're trying to target someone who is engaged with you, it is
difficulty
1 die
2
plus
for a light?
1 for a light weapon. It's difficulty 2. Yeah, trying to shoot someone with a pistol while they're within range of reaching you. You're still trying to maneuver the pistol towards their gut, which is doable,
I get
but
you.
like not hard. Whereas trying to maneuver a LMG into someone's gut when they're in melee range is a bit harder.
Yep. I think that's why I wrote it that way. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for parsing.
Also, my token is not pairing with the numbers on my sheet.
It isn't?
Skill
No.
issue.
I didn't set up the token.
Well, you've also had this problem in the past.
All right, well, I'll take on the curse for another campaign.
Yeah. It's probably just an accident of your birth. Just
Thank you.
The moon.
The stars were aligned.
stars weren't aligned. You just can't use Roll20. All right, that was a second. Oh, I never did the mech, because the mech doesn't have a slot because they're stupid. They're gonna shoot at the other mech now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, since they were told not to harm the other vehicle. Actually, no. Never mind. They're gonna take a maneuver and get engaged with the vehicle. And then I think they're going to try and grab that vehicle.
Oh no. Go away.
Now, how do I do this?
This is going to be
Fun
great
idea.
because I had a question about my mech regarding this.
How do
Because
I
it's-
grab something in this game?
Well, I was going to say because it has the Mecha Slam attack, which has the Brawl modifier, but I don't think the mech has a Brawn stat,
Does it
Oh.
even have arms?
or at least it has a 1 for Brawn, which seems uncharacteristic.
Oh no, because
Won't run like
it's
a
you.
Oh, it's my
It's
Brawn
your
stat.
skill with Brawl.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I guess that changes it for this mech then. Anyway.
Okay, so...
Gonna use your noodle arms.
I think it's athletics.
All 5 of them.
I think it's athletics to try to grapple somebody, normally. So let's have one of these guys do an athletics check against the car. I'm gonna say that it's difficulty... I mean, it can't be that hard, so I'll just say that it's 2. They're both about the same size. Okay, where's athletics? They don't have athletics. Perfect. So let's just call it a brawn check, which is 3 for them. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, they succeeded with 1 advantage. I'm gonna say
got
they.
a hold of the thing.
I'm gonna say they inflict 1 strain on the vehicle. On your vehicle with the advantage. But yeah, they've arrested your hauler from moving forward. And that's gonna be their turn. Okay, now, a PC turn. Before the captain goes.
Seeing this, could I use a skill to try and, like, help ungrip them or something, since I have mechanics and operations? Like, maybe
You
I
have
should do it-
mechanics. Mechanics would probably help find a weakness on the mech that you could exploit.
Yeah, could I do that to, like, you know, see if there's a joint or something I could start poking out so the car has an easier time escaping?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
You probably don't have the right tool for the job right now.
I have a blade.
You have a blade, that would probably
You
be
have a pocket
improvised.
knife.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
the right tool for the job. That's a tool for a job.
A tool.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So, I guess
So-
I'll do mechanics and...
Yeah, I'm
Set
gonna
the
give you.
difficulty?
I'll give you difficulty. I'll say it's difficulty. I'll say it's difficulty 3, and I'm gonna add a setback die because you don't have the right tool.
Okay. I don't know if I can make this. I didn't make it.
Advantage.
I got an advantage.
I'll let you recover 1 strain with the advantage.
Alright.
You start tinkering on the thing's arm, and you're unable to like free it from the thing without a lot of additional force. If you were in the other mech, you might be able to do it easier. That was your action to do that check. Any maneuvers?
Boom. Yeah, I'll just take cover on the vehicle.
All right, you take cover behind some of the vehicle's like pointy bits. I'm sure
Like,
it's
when I
got
get the feeling
sci-fi
that it's
pointy
not-
bits.
Yeah, when I get the feeling that the thingy's not actually budging, I'm just like, okay, back into the vehicle I go.
All right, it is Letnev's turn, Captain. He has to reload the Magno Thumper, so he can do that. And then I guess take another maneuver to go forward. And it is short range. Oh, we can hit Shepard from here. Let's do that. you know, try to hit
Shepard's
Shepard.
doing the Iron Giant thing.
I just want to run.
Okay, no aiming. 2 successes. Ooh. So that's 9 damage minus your 5, so 4 damage.
Wound, right?
Wounds for this one.
Okay.
That's good because your strain's getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
And we can stagger you for another round stagger you for a round as well with that 2 advantage. So you can't take an action next round. You can still take maneuvers, but you can't take actions. This is another
I only
concussive
wanted to run,
grenade
so
launcher.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it works. All right. Boop, boop, boo. That's it for them. PC turns.
Running.
Alright.
I would like to just start charging in.
Yeah.
If you're
Right.
smart, you could go this way, yeah, and get over here.
Yeah. But also I can start jumping onto, or getting close to be able to jump onto that, right?
Yeah, you can get engaged with 2. Well, if you do another strain, it'll take you out.
Well,
so you're gonna have
when
to
you
only
say
move
they
one.
don't get an action, that means they don't get 2. They can't just do 2 maneuvers.
If they do 2
They
maneuvers,
can,
it'll
but,
cost 2 strain because they're not using their action to do the
Okay,
second
that
one.
makes sense.
Well, also I'm staggered. What do talents count as? Like, what is that?
If it says an action, then it counts as an action. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. That's that.
What talent do you have?
Diplomatic instruction.
I'm not sure diplomacy is gonna work here.
Passive. So when you take this talent gain negotiation as a career skill. I already have that, yeah. So when you use one of these skills to convince their allies to undertake a particular task or a social encounter, your character may spend 2 advantage to heal 3 strain.
Well, this
Sounds
is
like an
no
action.
longer a social encounter, I'll tell you that much.
I can still tell Bird to run in. It could be an instruction. It doesn't say it's social or for combat.
But that talent only works in a particular task in a social encounter.
Yeah, it
Nah.
explicitly says social encounter,
Oh, yeah.
and this isn't
Okay.
Airbud rules
Okay.
where ain't no rules
Okay.
says it ain't an action.
Okay.
It's okay. I just wanted to make my Airbud joke. Okay.
Because I'm
So
trying
you-
to just figure out a way I can heal some of anyone's strain.
Well, you can
Fortunately,
do a
that's-
first aid check, but that involves doing an action.
Yep.
So yeah, I think you're just
Yeah.
getting rid of your staggered this turn. Next PC.
Alright. So you can have 1 maneuver and 1 action without taking any strain, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
So can I move now? If I was here, do I still have a shot at this person?
If you were here, would you still have a shot against them?
Yeah, if I was here, do I still have a shot at them, even though the vehicle?
There's
kind of-
people in the way, so I would say that counts as ranged while the target is engaged.
It would
So-
also take 2 maneuvers to get there, right?
It would.
Because
Yeah,
corners
because
aren't
diagonal.
adjacent.
Oh, corners aren't.
Yeah, we don't move corners.
Yeah, you could just go over here and just shoot if you just want to move and shoot.
Guess I could be
Yeah, that works fine. Then there's
here.
nobody in the-
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Even though you're shooting through Shepard's space, there's enough room there that I'm just going to say that there's no penalty. So that's difficulty 2. Because normally
Alright,
that's a
yeah.
rule for when they're engaged.
All right. So I'm going after
You're good.
second Kindreth.
You want to spend any story points?
I do, but not for this particular action.
Well, you have negative 3 minutes to spend it if you wanted to.
All right. I do have a question, but I think we could do that afterwards. Can
Yeah.
I use a story point to like aim real good?
I would.
I
I
just-
mean, so what you can do with a story point is you can just upgrade one of your dice, and that's just as good as, if not better, than aiming.
And you can flavor it however you want.
Yeah. So I'll just say
Like
that
you-
you added one. So go ahead.
Yeah. And then
I've
I'll.
upgraded one of your dice.
I didn't play a story. I think I did. Weapon and boom.
All right. Hell yeah. That got a lot of advantages, which doesn't do much.
You
What
can
is-
use those to get rid of strain.
You can crit.
Oh
or
yeah,
you can get rid of
crit.
strain.
I recommend getting rid of strain.
Yeah, that's true. I would recommend that for you as well.
recover. So can I recover 3 strain? Is that how that works?
Let me see.
I think
If
it's
it's
diminishing returns. So I think you can get two strain back.
Oh, it actually doesn't say. So I'm gonna say that you can do that or any earlier ability. You can't really split it up. So you can either activate the crit or recover 1 strain.
Yeah, that's what I thought I remember you bringing that up during the thing, that like basically you get a chance to spend all those advantages you rolled on any one option out of the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you could split it up.
Nope.
All right. Well, I think recovering the strain is still good for me.
I do too.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Right, and then you deal 7 damage minus. They have 4 soak. So that's 3
Pierce
damage
3?
to them. All right.
Does Pierce do anything?
Oh, yeah, Pierce does stuff. That ignores 3 soaks. So actually, this person's totally dead.
They've been air holed.
Yep. The
Nice.
beam rifle fires off, and one of the Letnev goes down.
Oh my god, that person just died.
Pretty much. Okay, next
That's what I'm
PC
here
turn.
for.
We're probably going to end it after
Okay.
at the top of the round.
I do have a question. So the Dunlane Reaper is grabbing onto the hauler, right?
It is.
Okay. Who else hasn't gone?
Only Shepard and Zaldenrock have gone so far.
Okay. So Nolly is no longer on the mech, right?
Wait, didn't I go
Oh.
already?
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, you went at the top of the round.
Yeah.
Or so, like, or at some point early.
And Yarrow
I
went.
Yeah, I went earlier to try and get the thing free. Didn't work.
Okay. So Nolly, Yara, Zaldenrock, and Shepard went. So it's just Sin and then me, right?
Yes.
I have
think
3
so.
turns left. Maybe I didn't progress the turn when Zaldenrock went.
Oh, okay.
I think
So-
I
that
don't
might be
think
the
you
case.
did.
Dunlane Reaper is holding onto the hauler.
Yeah.
Does it have arms? Like, how's it holding on?
It has like 2 sort of arm appendages to it, despite the miniature.
Okay. Can I run up to the arm in the cockpit if it's holding on?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna run up the arm in the cockpit and hopefully reach the cockpit and try to attack the pilot itself.
Okay. I'm gonna call this spending a story point because it's kind of an
Yes.
exceptional thing.
Yeah.
Which will be your last one, which is fine. The night's over. You run up there and you take aim at the dude inside. Go ahead. We're
Okay.
gonna call this shooting while engaged, so that's difficulty 2.
No, I don't have a gun. I can only use a knife. That's why I'm running
Oh,
up.
perfect. Well, it's still difficulty 2.
Okay. In that case,
One success, 1 threat. Understandable. You take 1 stress, and you get a success. The guy inside was just a minion, so that guy gets murked. The pilot is disabled.
all right. I'm going to grab the with a shoved using my sword. Just kind of tweeze him out, and yeah, just I guess I'm in the cockpit, and that's it.
Okay, there are other dudes in the cockpit. Not like in the same cockpit, they're in like different Megazord sections. But you are otherwise in the pilot seat, so you're able to... Did 1 maneuver to get in there. And I guess you were technically already engaged, so I guess you could use a maneuver, your last maneuver with 2 strain, to disengage it from the vehicle.
Okay, I'm going to slam the unclamp button.
It is freed. Alright, final PC turn.
Give him the unclamps.
Sin, so drive off into the sunset.
But Nolly and you are not on.
Right, there we did have hold on, who hasn't?
Wait, did you go, Nolly? You did shoot something, or did you not shoot something?
I shot something, and then no, I guess it must have been on the previous turn.
I think that was, yeah, no, that was
the
the previous turn.
So
because
that was 3. So that was right with 3 PCs.
Okay.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
it's Nolly and Sin that are left.
Okay, so Nolly, do you want to go first?
Yeah. So then I will. She'll use a maneuver to hop over onto the truck.
All All right.
Come on, Noodle, get in the truck.
You.
She can get into the driver's seat. Sin is gonna try and grab the commander and tell Nolly to floor it once he has him.
Yeah.
Oh, because Sin's a better driver.
Sure.
Are you sure Sin's a better driver?
Oh, I meant Nolly's a better driver. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you hop in there. That's fine. Even though I think it normally takes a little bit more maneuvers than that. But
I mean, we could do 2 maneuvers for it. I can take
Maneuvers
the strain.
in the strain, and then the action is driving.
because you're getting out of this vehicle,
Yep.
moving one space, then getting into the mech is a third maneuver.
Yeah, we could just have it be 3 maneuvers, and then I'm just ready to drive next round cycle.
Sure, we will do that. This
Oh, that's right, because it can't
It's
actually.
supposed to be only
it's not
this-
supposed to be able to be a thing.
I mean, then we could.
Nolly's just in the truck then.
Yeah, I can just be.
Yeah,
Standing
we can
on the
swap
truck.
later.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
that you're in the spot where the truck is.
Yeah.
So somebody could help you in next round.
Yeah, and then I can use my action to.
Could you have fired something before you
Yeah,
got out of the mech
if
then?
Sin needs to go, then Sin can use a maneuver to pull you into the truck.
Yeah.
That
I'd,
works.
I'd allow that.
I was just trying to think of a good way to use my action. On
Oh,
my
your
turn.
action.
That's totally
Yeah,
fair.
I could have why don't I just pop a shot off while I'm in the mech and then maneuver.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's gunnery, and that's going to be. What are you shooting at?
It's gonna have to be the lasers because the missiles have cooldown. And I will shoot at the captain.
Yeah, you get a wry look on your face, and you just turn the lazy bullets over there. So that's going to be difficulty 2, and that is all set. Okay, a failure but 2 advantages. Is there anything you can spend those on with that? I don't think so.
Not a crit or anything.
The linked only can go off if you also hit, I think.
You want to heal your
Yeah.
strain?
Yeah.
Wait, it's extra maneuver.
Free extra maneuver.
Yes.
You know what?
No, yeah. No, given that we know someone can help me in, what I might actually prefer to do is add like a bonus die to the commander's next check. Like basically say like the lasers firing off spook the crew on the other.
Okay.
So,
Okay, then my next check is better.
Yeah,
Okay.
your next check will have a boost.
Also, I think that extra maneuver still needs to follow the 2 maneuvers per turn.
yeah, I kind of felt that. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But
so I
that's
fire
fine.
off the lasers, misses on the captain, but it grazes past the other mech, spooking the crew inside.
Okay, then next turn, Sin uses a maneuver to pull you into the vehicle. You're now in the
Yep.
vehicle.
Like drop you in the driver's seat, and then he's going to Spider-Man crawl over the hauler to grab the commander.
Sure. You dismount the vehicle and oh shit, now it's gonna take another maneuver. Is there any action you can take?
Not really, because I have a knife, and that's it. I don't have a gun.
Let's get ready to grab me. I'm gonna do a thing.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just get ready to grab or get ready to catch. And remember, my stealth tech is still engaged, so I'm fairly invisible and
Would like a
difficult to see.
vigilance or perception allow her to give a boost to the commander or something? Like she's
I'm
bracing
getting-
or something?
Yeah, or like, is there a way we can flavor an active role into her waiting to assist the commander?
Exactly. Like sort of, can you roll for a help action sort of deal?
I mean, I could offer that perhaps Sin could try to intimidate people. That's an action, I
I
think.
mean, yeah, noises and voices coming from an unseen source is certainly intimidating.
Or even
coming
just a
out of
Creuse.
Coming out of cloak would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
A Creuse being a Creuse, yeah.
And Sin is weird proportions and moves fluidly and strangely. So yeah, I guess
People
I'll do
would
an
just see an
intimidate.
explosion on top of the vehicle and then be like, what the hell was that? It's moving. The explosion is moving.
Yeah. Okay,
So I'm gonna let you
so-
try to frighten somebody.
Hmm.
And let's do coercion versus their discipline. And their
Okay.
discipline is. Are you gonna do it on the captain? Because that seems to make the most sense.
Yeah, it was either going to be that or Shepherd. So I'd rather focus on the Letnev because I know that they're an enemy. I don't know what the fuck these other guys are doing.
Okay, I have
Scary.
set up their difficulty. Make a coercion check.
No, that's not going to be great.
Well, don't count your
That ain't half
chickens.
bad.
So that's a success plus threat, which in my little fear chart says that causes an adrenaline rush. They suffer 3 strain, but they get a boost to their next check. So they are not looking too hot. They are almost scared to death. But they have a boost. Okay. I said I was going to end things here, and I think that makes the most sense. They're almost gone, so I think that he's accumulated enough wounds that he's going to call off this attack and start retreating with the Letnev. In the meantime, next time we're going to have to figure out how you deal with Shepherd and Zaldenrock in this.
We have the negotiation.
Yeah, what's
Escape.
this?
Mad Max fight on the
I
thing.
have a question.
Yes.
How many crew are in a Dune Lane Reaper?
I believe there's 4 crew people.
Shit. I need to get out then.
That also needs to
Yeah.
be settled.
Yeah.
Also,
Just-
like
just
if
let
I'm
him
gonna
go.
Stab my way through.
Yeah. They're gonna start walking the mech back. You're just gonna pop out and hop off the arm onto the truck.
Well, honestly, he's in the pilot seat, so they're going to climb out and start going to attack him. So
True.
at this point, it's time for Gerbil to retreat, which is fine. So I'll say that this thing's making a retreat as well.
I'll just do a quick trip. Like I'll yank on the brakes, make it fall, and then get out.
All right.
Yeah, cut a few brake lines and connection hoses
You
while
push
you're
the
in there.
gas and the brake at the same time and take a sharp
Yeah,
turn.
I'd like to
Hopefully
do
top
one
it over.
more.
Mhm.
I'd like to answer one more question before we leave, just so that I can help any prep for the next session. I need to figure out if Shepherd and Zaldenrock are going to stop this vehicle, or if it's going to get away and they're going to need to track it down.
I was
Or-
planning on getting on the thing.
I was planning on getting on the thing too, so if it gets away with us on it,
Yeah,
Then we
yeah.
can negotiate later.
Okay, so Shepherd and Zaldenrock. Let's have perhaps Shepherd should make this check. Make an athletics check, and Zaldenrock you can assist, which will give a boost die to their roll. I'm gonna add a boost die,
Yeah, that's fine.
and I'm gonna say it's difficulty 2, which is the standard. So Shepherd, athletics, you are good to go.
Boop.
Okay, 3 successes. You manage to hop onto the hauler, and as it zooms past Zaldenrock, you scoop up Zaldenrock.
Yeah,
That's
you do
how they
like a-
helped.
You do a you'll have to toss me style. You just
Mhm.
grab him and throw him into the top of the truck.
All right. So you guys zoom off out of the hangar with the object in tow and with 2 extra passengers that were uninvited. So I think that's where we're
Three
gonna have to.
passengers.
Yeah, an extra 3 passengers. Because Nolly was unexpected, but not totally unwelcome. All
A
right,
little bit more because don't forget about Noodle.
That's true. Noodle's there too.
and a little bit more from Noodle. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Great session, everybody. It was a little bumpy, but I don't think it was as bumpy as it could have been.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Certainly
the-
not.
Revise the entire
it's fun.
vehicular combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? Vehicle combat isn't that much different than normal combat.
I was thinking more about how it was a 3-point attack system.
Yeah, it was like a 4-point Mexican standoff where there's 4 independent sections
all
that are
converging.
all
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out. We will see you all next time, next Sunday for our for episode 2, I guess, of our Genesis game in the TI universe. You guys are all good for next Sunday?
Yep.
Yes, that should be good.
I should be.
I know you have a
helping out somebody
convention,
for the show.
but-
Yeah,
Are you going to be there for the nighttime?
I don't think so. At least, I don't want to. I do not want to stay in Boston when it's cold.
I don't
and go out
blame
and
you.
get food. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Cheer
Cheer 5.
Thank you for cheering, Cyber
Validating.
Skull. All right, we're gonna do a raid. Stick around. see us next Sunday for the next Genesis game, and I'll probably be streaming at some point during the week for video games. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you
Good night and
next
have a good
time.
week.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Oh, somebody's doing D&D, so let's do that.
This was a clustercluck, but it worked out all right.
It was kind of it was the clusterfuck that I kind of expected it to be, though.
I was gonna
I'm-
say this is the kind of scenario where, in my opinion, Genesis shines, where it's just like you get to do the little spice story points to boost your rolls, and you just see what happens from the rolls.
Exactly. All right.
I'm just excited
Now the
for
raid's
next
ready.
session.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm sending you off to Cinderblock Sally for D&D. Good night.
Whee!
Take care.
Bye.
Say hi to Sally.